Látòde ọ̀run, adé orí òkè kì í ṣẹgbẹ́ ẹyẹkẹyẹ. Adìyẹ máa fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọ́. Ọmọ Odùwà dìde, bàbá rẹ̀. Èmi yóò pọ̀ lóko fáráyé. Èmi yóò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Ìlà orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Mo lóko fáráyé. Èmi yóò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ó ṣe wá lógo, ó sì ṣe orí ìfọ̀dísí. Èmi yóò pọ̀ lóko fáráyé. Èmi yóò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Omi fòmìnira orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ó lóko fáráyé. Èmi yóò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Jọ̀wọ́ má ṣe ọ̀ràn. Ìyà yìí tó gẹ́. Èmi yóò pọ́n lóko fáráyé. Èmi yóò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Àpolongo orílẹ̀-èdè mi. And a very good morning and welcome once again to our breakfast conversation. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. A kú ojú oorun fáwa tí a ṣe ń sùn. Èní a máa jẹ́ 29 of June 2022, aago mẹ́sàn-án, and we hope to be back before 11 o'clock, so we have just about 2 hours. My name is Olayomi Koiki, and a lot of you know the platform as Koikimedia. We are not a blogging site. I pay tax in this country as a media organization, and I always want to make sure I emphasize that a lot. And when I speak, I've been speaking to the world using my media, and I will continue to speak directly to the international and the global community. And the reason for that is, Kemafi Kweboya Tori Yoruba Nation, ni media mishewa established. No. It is fully registered here in this country. Media I also have the right to do it as well. The advantage that we are enjoying is that this media is also part of what we can call the most powerful movement that has never occurred in the history of Nigeria. What is a movement in Nigeria? This self-determination that the Yoruba wants to go out of Nigeria is a different one entirely. And that means that we are all on a journey. For those that have followed us in the last 2 years, even before all these new powerful entrants of this Yoruba nation, you will always remember one thing, Timogbenule, ama pa Nigeria from different angle. Tibade na ama pa Nigeria, that means at some point, some might disagree with Koikimedia view. That does not mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything. Because this is my view. Gbogbo Tibade and so láti jọ́ tí mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ for the last 3 years, I stand with it. Whether the one that you agree with, or the one you disagree with, or the one kódà ìgbà tó tẹ̀ dé stage kan yẹn kan ní kí n máa kọ kíní kan education purpose, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan ní US, I think he's a lawyer. I didn't even bother using it. Èmi ń dúró de ijọ́ tí UK government máa wá bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ pé in tó ń ṣe yìí kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, then in tí mo máa ṣe nígbà yẹn mo gbé sábẹ́ ẹkùn. So ẹ̀yin ò need láti worry on this platform, whatever I say. And I repeat it again, a máa ja ogun ni. Ogun wà nínú ara ta máa fi gba ilẹ̀ wa. Ogun yẹn mean pé we will defend our land from the invaders. We will defend our land. You don't have to agree with me on that. And I don't even want anybody to agree with me. But one thing I will always want us to remember is we are just 5 months into this year. But this man, Echo, is still very powerful.
Because some of us also,
let's hear him again.
to have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. 1 or 2 who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
Once again, a very good morning and welcome.
Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford.
I didn't even allow him to finish. Let's allow him to finish. I'm going to rewind that. You heard what he said there. You can joke with me and say, Koikimedia, ma carry rifle. Kò ní dá fún bàbá tó bí ẹ. Fúlàní máa pa ṣé gé sí yín lára. If you do not prepare your mind that they are coming. You don't have to agree with him. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ tán ní bíbá.
With what I'm saying, I have a PhD. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
Okay? Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ.
Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD.
Only don't joke with what I am saying. Even if this alone is my eye mark every day, to just prepare you for the in case tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀. I pray it doesn't happen. Nobody wants to see a war but there's a lot of war in Nigeria. Let's finish with him.
From Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense.
He's a PhD. Oxford. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín kò ṣe pé mo fi ń ṣépè fún yín. If you are not in this country, you will not see Oxford University. Wàá kọ́ máa gbọ́ sétí ni. It's just about 45 minutes or thereabout, an hour and a half from me. It is not a moi university. Oxford University is not akara and bready tenjeni ibi abegota yin torun. When these guys are talking, they know what they are saying. You don't have to believe my own view. You don't have to believe my own view. You understand? But he's talking from his own view as an intelligent man. Some of you will never be able to get to Oxford University. Not even myself. It's expensive. Oxford University is not a joke. He knows a lot. Not only that, he's talking from the perspective of a banker. Kini ariwo tá ń pa nísìn tó bá ti jíyàn gbé wọ́n máa sanwó. That means money is involved in this cartel of these terrorists operating in Nigeria. We might not see them in large quantity, but even on your Fife or Jaja II, Elokatiku to Jade 2 weeks ago precisely, everybody knows that we are in the invaders are already inside Nigeria. Bàbá tí wọ́n jí gbé tó san 100 million. Ó fi tó wa létí pé kò ń ṣe IPOB ló jí òun gbé o. Let's play this before we go into the broadcast. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ èdè wa, ká gbéga, ká gbéga, ká gbéga fàlẹ́rì. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. 9:15, and I'm just going to run with it as swiftly as possible. Let's go a little bit back and listen to him.
Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authority of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
Téèyàn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú authoritative. I've dealt with him, don't worry. I can read all the comments, I can see everybody in and out. When somebody is talking with authoritative and we are doubting that person, then we all have a problem. téèyàn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú authoritative bí a torí pé àwọn kan ẹ fẹ́ mọ ìdí abájọ. And that is why so many Yoruba people could believe pé ogun ti dé, because ẹ ṣì ń dúró kí bàbá Adébóyè, àwọn winners, ìyá àdúrà, àwọn Celestial, even bàbá wa tí ó jẹ́ tó ń fi mẹ́sẹ̀gì ránṣẹ́ ní gbogbo ìgbà, bàbá Tibetan, ẹ lọ gbọ́ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Ọlọ́gbọ́n máa mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá yẹn sọ pé a ti wà nínú wàhálà. Àwọn wọn ní fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ tán délẹ̀ bí àwa ṣe ń là mọ́lẹ̀. But ẹ lọ wo indices of the country, ẹ lọ wo Nàìjíríà bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation sílẹ̀. Do you think that there will be 2023 without a bloodshed? I'm asking the question. I was in Nigeria before the 2019 election. I arrived in Nigeria just about 3-4 days. And I can confirm, just as a lot of people saw it, that the Igbo people were not allowed to vote in Lagos. Àwọn ọmọ Igbo wọ́n jẹ́ kó dìbò ní gbogbo Àlímọ̀ṣọ́, wọ́n fún wọn ní order pé tó bá di ìbò PDP, gbogbo wọn pátápátá wọ́n máa gba ẹ̀sọ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn. That was in 2019. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yìí nísìn. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the conversation. Mokibugwa. So, the way Nigeria is pushing in 2023, do you think that it is viable that election will hold without a bloodshed? I'm just asking. Let's forget about the determination, the movement, and let's come back to reality. Looking at the way Nigeria is going in 2023, even dead or alive, Buhari said during one of his losing of that election that there will be blood. So, 2023, whether there's terrorists in the country, whether the government is going to ignite something, whether the citizen will ignite something, be rest assured, 2023 will be very, very unstable in Nigeria. And there's nobody that can doubt that, regardless of your views as an APC, PDP, AAC, Labour Party, Biafra, the Yorubas, the Arewas, and even the Fulanis. We are all now inside this Kagon called Nigeria that is about to explode. And there will be loss of lives. There's no doubt about that in my mind. That there will not be loss of life in 2023, there's no doubt in my mind. Mungbo video Kunle Poli. Somebody sent it to me. It's currently in London. I'm seeing it for the first time. I think it's going to be stammering. And you could tell that these are just ordinary people that everybody has looked up to as some powerful, a player in Nigeria or Lagos, precisely, just like MC Oluomo. But about video, you could see he's scared. He's talking from somebody that is under duress. I have lived in this country for more than 20 years. And when I look at video, when I look at surroundings, you could tell that it seems somebody is under duress. But there are some people that are not under duress that are talking authoritatively because they have information. And that is something that I want us to continue. When we look at Baba Akintoye is talking from an authoritative angle. When you look at Igboho, he's talking from the authoritative angle. And that same goes with Chief Mrs. Modupeola Onitiri. And just as I am speaking as authoritative using my media, I'm waiting for the British government at any point of time. I am waiting. And I know what I will say to them when the time comes, should they come for me. But one thing I can tell the world is, the world that is waiting is that 2023 is going to be a big fight in Nigeria because of a lot of uncertainty that is brewing. Things are brewing, but everybody is putting their eyes. Bibatari, we are all living in denial. Every single body, as if nothing is going to happen. Everybody is living in a denial as if Nigeria will just continue as it is, as if nothing is going to happen. Really? You think it's only the Biafra that are angry? The Niger Delta are angry as well. Mumbo. So let us continue to live in denial as if Nigeria will continue without a problem ahead. But what some of us like to do is a fẹ́ mọ̀ kí ló wà nínú nǹkan tó ń dùn yẹn gangan. I can tell. I watched that video only once. I'm talking about the Kunle Poli. And it's somebody under duress. It's somebody that has been forced to come and say what he did not want to say. And we are. And that is something that everybody needs to understand. I don't have to play the video. The video is on the line. I'm not going to play that video, but if you don't want to watch it, I'll tell you again what is streaming Lori YouTube. I think he's one of these bloggers in Logbe. I was watching Simon Epa yesterday. And I've not, Kunle Poli is on Face TV Africa. It's less than 3 minutes. I don't know how to play it. I can say it, I'm not going to play it. But he is under duress. A lot is going on in Nigeria that we are joking with. But one thing the Yoruba have to do is, as we are doing, nobody in the last 3 years, I've said we should go and kill someone. Látọdún mẹ́ta tá ti ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Tí lè gbọ́ lẹ́nu, oh yeah, we can say we're going to deal with them, we're going to do that. But we have not told anybody to go and kill somebody. But the Fulani will not take any permission from anybody before they kill somebody. And they will kill more based on evidence of so many intelligent people in Nigeria, even from their own inside caucus. Can we avert this? Can we stop it? That's what we are doing. That's why we are telling the world that the situation in Nigeria as it is. I was watching, as I finished the program yesterday, I sat down there and automatically the YouTube just went straight to channels. I don't know why, maybe the artificial intelligence. And thereabout there, it brought in Dajab Amila. I saw him there. The video was paused. So I sat on my sofa. I thought it was an old video. I clicked on it. I looked at the date. It was 26th of June. He was launching his book. in the midst, he was launching a book in the midst of poverty. But that's not where I'm going. I want you all to go and look at that video. You could see the British High Commissioner in the midst of these people. The British I saw her there. She was sitting there. Katrina Lang. She was probably invited. But everybody knows the danger is ahead. The danger is in our face. The danger that we are all going to run away from is in our face. How do we stop that danger? We will now have no choice to prepare our mind in whatever capacity anybody can play their role. Whether from the media perspective, whether from the people that are speaking with us, whether from the write-up that we are reading, from articles, whether even from the skit or the cartoon. Gbogbo agbọ́dọ̀ prepare mind wa. But there will be instability in Nigeria as we are going into 2023. Whether a Yoruba nation is declared or not, Nigeria will go through this process that I've talked about. Even if Yoruba nation should not be declared, the uncertainty is definitely pointing Loju Abai. The uncertainty of what is going to happen, we can all see it, but we don't know how it will erupt. And a lot of gladiators in different parts of Nigeria are preparing. And let me just give you one example. Do we all know that after Amosun left back to the Senate as the governor, he had close to over 2,000 weapons in his capacity? That is in Ogun State, southwest of Nigeria. How many people remember that? Amosun returned back Oda Ibon Pada from Commissioner for Police pé àwọn ọ̀bọ yìí ẹ ṣàgbà. Do you know why? Because Amosun was fighting Akinlade. Èmi dé ilé Akinlade yẹn, ṣé Akinlade ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tó ń bá Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún. Okay, Amosun ló support Akinlade. Àwọn Jagaban, àwọn Tinubu support ti Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún pẹ̀lú Ọ̀ṣínbàjò. I'm talking about from Ogun State now alone. It was like a war zone. That was the last election. Mode Ile Akinlade yẹn, I was there. Because ọ̀rẹ́ mi tí mo ní láti dárúkọ ẹ̀, ilé ẹni Akinlade ló ń gbé. Yes, Akinlade. And if we now play all the situation that is coming in our face, I am still saying it categorically that the government will unplug the 2023. There will not be 2023. Not from we saying it. The federal government will make it ungovernable for 2023 to happen. They will push out all these criminals, terrorists that is already sorrow. They will push them out as 2023 is approaching. And when that happens, what do you think is going to happen? That means election. Because they will tell the world that Nigeria is unstable. Now, let me come back to self-determination. I've listened to my brother, Al-Maruf. I'm going to mention his name. I've listened to him on the video I think he did, whether after Tapari program, Loshi video, because they are few hours behind us. And I'm sure a lot of you have listened to it. And I can understand his concern that we must not declare or raise our flag if we are not fully prepared. I quite agree with that. But one thing we must understand is whether we raise our flag or not, Nigeria will face a war. Not by the Yoruba people, but by the terrorists that the government has brought in. But that is why I am now saying that I want to confirm. We don't have to know everything, because Inti is very, very sensitive. Even Baba Akintoye is not going to tell you everything. Even if you speak to him, he's not going to tell you. And Baba Akintoye, I can still put my hands off out of all the medias that I saw him not once, not twice, not 3 times. And I saw him even most of the time he came to Sunday Igboho. He personally called me and I traveled to Ile-Ife with only 3 people. Well, no, 4 of us. Koda chief will tell you what. Nígbà tí mo ní chief, bàbá má ní ká má bọ̀. Kò séwu lọ́nà má níṣó, má lọ. And I traveled to Ile-Ife to go and meet Baba Akintoye. So, what am I trying to say here is, we will kill Nigeria from different perspectives. Whether Ilana wants a different direction, whether Mrs. Onitiri wants a different direction, whether Global Directorate wants a different direction, whether Koikimedia wants a different direction, whether Igboho wants a different direction, as long as we kill Nigeria, that's what matters. It don't matter. That is what matters to Yoruba people. And what if already? Our people are being killed on a daily basis. Our people are being massacred as we speak right now, with hunger, with insecurity. Our people cannot move. And I think if you listen to what Iyonitiri said, I don't think my brother Al-Maruf have watched that video. Because from what I heard, from what he's saying that you don't say people say to you, you have to watch a video to confirm what was said in a particular interview. You don't make an assumption. And I believe he was making an assumption. And that's why if somebody say, oh, there's something, if interesting, I will sit down and I'll watch all the videos. I know it's difficult for people like us, that 3 hours, 2 hours, to go and sit down and watch another 5-10 hours of different clips. And that's why when I say to people, they might send videos to me. If it's important, for me. But there be 3 minutes, end of the video, 34 minutes, so that I don't think Al-Maruf watched the video of the interview that we granted yesterday. And like I said, I am aware that before that interview went ahead, Igboho told me Mrs. Onitiri spoke with him. I am the spokesman for Chief. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But the point I want us to hold on to is, Nigeria as it is unstable. And it is also ungovernable. But Tabani Kawasa, itori nkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀, kí ló tún fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ju tó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tá ti ń rí. So why are we asking for Yoruba nation? So I feel pé kò ní sí bloodshed. There will be bloodshed. I can't bẹ Ọlọ́run pé kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ kó pọ̀ ní. Pé kò ní ta ló sọ pé kò ní sí bloodshed. Yes, àwọn yẹn lè sọ pé ìbá abroad lẹ́yìn wà. Yeah, and then so what? Any family náà. Nigeria is unstable. People are not getting that message that we have a country that is unstable. So that's all. I'm going to respond on that. I'm not speaking on behalf of Onitiri. I'm speaking generally on different people that have different views on Yoruba Nation. And like I've said 2 years ago, even before I start engaging anybody, and that is why I went to start to say, as a platform, I am a media before all the self-determination media. If you register as a and some of what I'm saying, some of you have even think that the British government by now should have come and arrest me. And I'm waiting for that. And I will know what to say when that time comes. Should that happen? And I am not scared of anybody, not even any government around the world. So, British government went from here and invaded Iraq. Tony Blair have apologized for that. Hello, won ton ṣe ní Morocco. Gbọ́ news ni. Ṣé torí pé mo sọ̀rọ̀ ilé lórí? Do you know that people were massacred and killed in Morocco, tó jẹ́ African country? Ṣé fi pa àwọn Yorùbá sí nínú ẹ̀ ni àwọn tó fẹ́ cross? So, èmi ò sí pé à ń ṣe Yorùbá nation, à ń bẹ̀rù government. Èmi ò bẹ̀rù government kankan. But I will not do anything against the law of each of the country, especially ìlú tí mo wà yìí. But pé à ní sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, media máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Media ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa bẹ̀rù government. Government ló gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rù media. Because ìlú yìí ni mo wà. Tí Tony Blair kó wa lọ sógun, tá sọ fún pé ká gbọ́dọ̀ lọ sógun, ó ní a máa lọ sógun ni, ó ní because Gaddafi ní chemical weapon and it was all lies. Èmi ò sọ pé a fẹ́ kógun lọ Nàìjíríà. Àbí mo jókòó síbẹ̀ mo sọ pé mo fẹ́ kógun wá sí Nàìjíríà. No. Mo ní ogun ti wà nínú Nàìjíríà, ogun dẹ̀ ti dé sí wa lọ́wọ́. Ṣé a ní defend ara wa ni? So táwọn kan bá lè sọ yẹn, that's entirely up to them. Maybe it's sensitive to them. Nǹkan kan sensitive to me because èmi ti pẹ̀lú àwọn UK for 23 years, 1998 ni mo ti dé ìlú yìí. Ìlú yìí dẹ̀ ni mo wà nígbà tó ń lọ jagun yẹn. Ẹ lọ wo in tí Tony Blair sọ. Ó apologize nísìnyí. Kí ló wá kí ni ká ṣe sí gbogbo àwọn tó pa ní Iraq? Gbogbo àwọn tó kú ní Iraq, kí la máa ṣe sáwọn yẹn nísìn? Iraq is now ungovernable as we speak right now. So that is something that our ọmọ Yorùbá láti understand. Mo sọ̀rọ̀ nípa referendum ti Scotland lánàá. Whether people like it or not, this country will go into turbulence as well. So that is something I just want us to understand. I don't have any problem with my brother. He's my brother. I'm Maruf. But I am saying that I believe he did not watch that video from what he said that pé àwọn gbọ́ sọ fáwọn. No, ìyẹn kàn ní láti sọ kankan. Bí ọkọ̀ bá ní àwọn sọ kankan, ibi fídíò yẹn wà, ẹ lọ wò. And what Iyonitiri is doing, ẹ má wá surprised. Ẹlòmíì tún lè jáde lọ́la. Ẹlòmíì tún lè jáde lọ́tùnla. As long as tọ́ba ti sọ pé lórí Yorùbá nation làwọn fẹ́, ṣọ́nà yẹn máa gbà ẹni ṣó. We go along with them. And that is what media does. And that is what Koikimedia is doing. I will use my media to kill. Most of you don't pay the media war. Media war la ṣì ń jà pẹ̀lú government lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Tẹ́ bá mọ̀ tán pè ní media war ni ẹ mọ̀ pé a ti wà nínú ogun pẹ̀lú government. They cannot stop it. If they can stop it, they would have told the British government to make sure that we were banned from coming online. I'm not Adeyinka grandson. View Adeyinka grandson sọ ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tèmi sọ. Ó dà pé ẹ mix it up. Koiki ọmọ àti Adeyinka grandson. No. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí Adeyinka grandson sọ. I don't want to go into too much detail. Ẹ lọ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ lọ gbọ́ àwọn nǹkan tí ó ń sọ. Èmi ò sọ nǹkan kan tó tọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. but ní tèmi sọ ni pé a máa defend ara wa ó wà òfin àgbáyé ni èmi kọ́ wọn fẹ́ kógun wá sí Nàìjíríà ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́ ló fẹ́ kógun wá àwọn ló ń kógun bọ̀ àwọn ló ń kógun bọ̀ àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nísìn àwọn ló ń kógun bọ̀ and ogun yẹn kẹ̀rẹ́ is just on our doorsteps tógun bá wá dé tó wọnú doorsteps wa ṣé ká má prepare àwọn mind àwọn èèyàn wa pé excuse me pé in tó ń bọ̀ tá à ń rí níwájú wa yìí ẹ má má jẹ́ ká fi ṣeré in tá à ń rí àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nísìn in tá à ń rí tí à ń wò báyìí tí gbogbo à ń tá à ń deny ṣé òun nìyẹn ó mà ti dé tán that's all we are doing we are preparing our mind just in case tó bá dé kó má bàa di pé a lọ di in táwọn èèyàn wà wẹ́ẹ̀ àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nísìn and that is something that we must understand. ẹ lọ wo views bàbá Dr. Aliu àwọn máa sọ fún ìgbà níjà èmi lè sọ bá máa jà ṣèbí kankan náà lájọ ń sọ ó kọ́ ìyàtọ̀ ni does not mean I disagree with his views àwọn aṣèyàn níbí báyìí ìlú tèmi ti gbé I'm civilized I'm highly civilized ẹni tó ti gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn òyìnbó for 20 years ó wà civilized because àwọn òyìnbó yìí náà ló kó wa sí problem so views àwọn èèyàn lóòtítọ́ àwọn kan máa comment nǹkan kan owó ìta máa ṣe yẹn it's just bígbà tá akọ̀fẹ́ nọ́ọ̀kì wọn ni a gbọ́dọ̀ agree pẹ̀lú view wọn àwọn tó máa ń comment yẹn táwọn àbórí ọ̀pẹ ọmọ wèrè ní nǹkan kan gbogbo yẹn is just ẹ̀mọ̀ kákan máa tàjà sáàsì kó máa kọ̀ dẹ́gbẹ̀ gbàtà sí nínú rédíò ti Nàìjíríà àwọn kan tí mo sọ yìí nísìn Oríyọmí Hamzat ò lè sọ ní Nàìjíríà gbogbo radio station yóò lè sọ in tí mo sọ lórí Star Radio UK wọ́n ò lè sọ 1% ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà radio station ẹ rò pé my mind is Star Radio ni and I've been with them for 5 years studio mi lè sọ pé ọmọ n tó gbé dání no we disagree with you àní àlá kò lo platform tiwa ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ń deliver message ni gbogbo ìtì máa ń nọ́ọ̀kì Buhari tí mo sọ gbogbo kíní ẹ lórí Star Radio tó bá bí gbogbo journalist kan dá ní Nàìjíríà kó sọrú kan tí mo sọ lórí rédíò tó bá ní tí DSS ò bá ní lọ gbé àbí kí sójà lọ pa in tí mo sọ lórí Star Radio yẹn àbẹ́ ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ tí máa sọ̀rọ̀ ni ẹbí ṣe knock wọn off ni is because this is a civilized society bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mori Zamfara oníkàwọn èèyàn lọ gbébọn so that is something I want us I don't want us to look at anything as hey unity rí yìí ọ̀nà wo ló fẹ́ gbà báyìí no ọ̀nà tó bá fẹ́ gbà jẹ́ ká máa gbà á ọ̀nà tí bàbá Akíntóyè fẹ́ gbà we are following him even àwọn tá disagree pẹ̀lú gan tí gbogbo náà lẹ́ṣà disagree pẹ̀lú àwọn global director ẹni wọ́n fẹ́ restructuring ẹ jẹ́ kó máa ṣe lọ àbí ìtò important ni pé elephant tó tóbi ní Nàìjíríà àwa nìkan kọ́ dẹ̀ la fẹ́ pa ẹ lọ máa gbọ́ ẹ kí ń gbọ́ ẹ náà gbọ́ program àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn ẹ lọ máa gbọ́ lẹ́ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan òyìnbó náà máa ń sọ àwọn náà máa ń sọ Ìgbò but wọ́n máa ń sọ òyìnbó láàrin program wọn ẹ lọ máa gbọ́ wọn and you don't even have to agree with every one of them àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò kan nísìnyí wọ́n agree pẹ̀lú Simon Ekpa I love Simon Ekpa the Biafra can hate him I don't care I watch him a lot and I watch other platforms as well I don't give a fuck má bínú pé mo lo language yẹn whether they disagree with Simon Ekpa kí ni kàn mí pẹ́ de as long as we break Nigeria kí ni kàn mí pẹ́ de pé Simon Ekpa na Ofelefelu he dey work for government wetin concern me with that wetin concern me with that I talk to him I have his number just as I talk to so many other Biafra so if some Biafra disagree with Simon Ekpa that's your own cup of tea not mine and I wanted to hear his view tẹ́ bá lọ wò mo ti gbọ́ tán I was watching him up to this morning. That's him there. I watch him. Ibi tí mo gbọ́ dé ni. Ó ń sọ nípa àwọn tí ṣẹ́rí náà.
And when you succeeded and come to Europe, you want to claim that
these are àwọn tí wọ́n pa. More than 23 innocent people were killed. in Morocco, which is meant to be African country. And you know why? Because they are looking for a greener pasture. So táwa kan bá jáde, when èmi ò gba gbogbo route yẹn, èmi ò tẹ̀wọ̀n pọ́ńtẹ̀, èmi ò ti bí ẹ torí pé wọ́n kọ̀ báyìí mi ṣe visa. Tí mo gba visa, I collected my visa in Abuja in 1998 before traveling here. So ẹni tó gba visa ò lè understand pé àwọn kan gba journey ìgbà tí mo dé ni mo ṣe gbọ́ pé àwọn kan máa ń gba orí omi wá sí UK náà. Kí ló dé? Mo wá realize pé kò ṣe gbogbo ìran fún ní visa. Ẹlòmíì ti apply visa títí wọ̀ fún. And it's not everybody ló máa ń fún visa. So if some of us are lucky to have lived there in a civilized society for the last 20 years, àwa gbọ́dọ̀ Yorùbá nation dání nísìn. It is easy for me to look at it from different angle, different perspective. And that is why some of you sometimes, Koiki kí lélẹ́yìí tó ní ṣe, don't do anything with Biafra. Why? Ẹ fi power nìkan là ń bínú ni. Go and hear the views. Àwọn náà lè máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ tán. Wọ́n lè máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ tán. But even if the Yoruba decide not to do anything, the Biafra will do. Ọ̀nà méjì ni. And everybody is just sharing those elements in the way. Everybody can let by. They are waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for, but everybody's waiting. Even Fulanis. You know the Fulani are waiting as well for, hey, gbọ́ tí bàbá yẹn sọ ni. I should have that video. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ? Ọmọ Òdùà. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn nísìn. Tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ locate ẹ kí n mọ̀. So that kí lè excuse me there. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn nísìn. Gbogbo aṣáájú gbọ́ tí bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. The father, who remember that man's name? The Catholic father that was kidnapped and was telling us, okay, I think that's it. Only Lena. Let's see a little bit. Did you hear what he said? If any day these Fulanis they see Buhari, they will Omayaje. Why do you think so? They must have got some agreement and arrangement with this shit old country called Nigeria government. This is what the man is saying. Check it to the post any, no the Facebook. He paid 100 million naira. And you're telling me that there's not going to be war in Nigeria. Let's see a little bit. Okay. Any of his representatives. They will come and you see where. Ele no wọ́n ṣe part of government. Alàgbàjọ lòun. Okay. Ó ní in tó save òun nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní ká níṣó nínú wọ́n gbé bàbá àgbàlagbà wọ́n gbé wọnú igbó. Èyí ṣe wá ń sọ fẹ́mi nísìn. Èyí ṣe wá ń sọ nísìn pé kò sógun ní Nàìjíríà, kò ní sógun. So ó dìgbà tá bá declare Yorùbá nation lógún máa wá. So you are thinking that until we declare and put the flag out, lógún máa ṣẹlẹ̀. The man, I'm not going to play out the video anyway, but I can post it back on Facebook. The man said they are waiting for the signal. What kind of signal? I don't know. Nobody knows the signal they are waiting for. But only they are waiting for signal. So, Tomo Yoruba kan bá ṣe wá jókòó pé kò ní sí nǹkankan. Then we are in a wrong vehicle. There will be problem ahead of 2023. And I pray that Eledumare will reclaim our own land with minimal bloodshed. Bloodshed, I'm just lying. That's what I would continue to say. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. There was bloodshed that killed our innocent people, whether they agree with us or not. People were killed in Oyigbo. People were killed in Lekki Massacre. DJ Switch had to literally run away from Nigeria. David Odoye run away from Nigeria. And they're not sure they will be back to Nigeria if Nigeria do not break, because they will still pick them up. So what are we saying? There are still many people that are going through the psychological aspect of that Lekki massacre. Nobody pray for war. Nobody pray for instability. But it is already in our face. So why are we denying it? Why are we making it look like Yoruba nation that to declare ló máa dá wàhálà sílẹ̀? Àwọn wàhálà tó wà Nàìjíríà lójoojúmọ́ tí gbogbo wa tá smell, tá feel. So let us get that message. So I'm going to open our phone line. Make sure that they don't need this kitchen. Okay, well, I'm going to that way because they're going to need the kitchen. So maybe what I'm going to do, I'm going to move to the living room because if it disturb you, they have to make food for Modua. So I'm going to turn my camera so you probably won't see certain things. Don't worry. You don't have to see what is going on in my house. That is something you should not worry about. So I'm just turning the camera around. So that means it will go pitch dark for a while. Okay, let's show you. Okay. It only so and then we will okay. So we will then go into a living room. We will go into again turn the lane now. Living room where we will then be able to continue. I'm going to turn this one as well so that the family can have access to the kitchen because I've already owed the kitchen to bondage. So let me come to the living room. It's going to come back on in just about a few minutes so that, So, we should just, yes, we must prepare. Yes, people must be told, information. We don't want anything to happen to our people. I don't want anything to happen to my people, just as nobody prays for anything to happen. Okay, I'm just putting everything back. It takes a bit of time. We're back slowly. Wallah, where about you? Not been because we take back calls at least before Star Radio. Bishop Adesina ma wa ba wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní ohun ipo. Ẹ jẹ́ n lọ gbé. You getting what? Cookie. Eh? Cookie. You know that. So you getting cookies? Yeah. Cookies, no very jello. Modua. Let me open it.
Why are you biting it?
What color is best? Ṣé Buhari ni ẹni? Buhari ló máa bèrè question and answer. Ẹ bá bínú ẹ̀yin yọ̀ mí. Yeah, bring the remote. Let me switch it on for you. So I'm at back call, you see. And nobody's going to talk on Al-Maruf. I'm the only one that can talk on it. And that's what I just wanted to let him know that. So we will talk about our passport. A lot of people are asking questions. Maybe I'm ready. So, all right, let's bring all the screen back up quickly, and then we can. This Surujo, which can control me. More do I be no. I don't control by there. More do I for it. Later, by now. No,
Daddy, they all chair. What my turkey?
Okay, so we'll platform to Pada. Now let's take our calls.
Watch it.
Okay, now everybody's back.
Daddy, watch. You watch my cookie.
Okay, I should watch your cookies. Okay, Mama. All right, let's take a couple of calls. Okay, Ele, you take Pada. All right, Elena take Pada. Go and bring me water. You don't want the cookies anymore.
Wait, what's the cookie?
Kiloshi?
What's the cookie?
What's wrong with it? Go and bring water for me, please.
Okay.
All right, let's phone time of back calls. Okay, Manila. Okay, tell Lori Olayomi Koiki. Can you move to Koikimedia on Instagram, because I'm gonna start one of the phones. I didn't charge it yesterday, so we're short of one phone. So can you move to Koikimedia should you want to continue with the broadcast? Thank you so much. Let's take calls quickly. We couldn't take calls yesterday because there was no opportunity to take calls. So let me just take one or two calls as usual. When you call, please, I need a job. Go straight to the point. After 1 minute, I will cut you off. Hello, good morning. I go ahead straight. To Morocco is the same country. And when you're doing like I'm gonna cut you off because we're doing now. Or like WhatsApp call. Monitor because we face terrorism. There's a lot of terrorists in Morocco and all these areas, so they're very concerned. They monitor everything going in and out of the country. So quickly, the batting wole and Nilati Kimi at Kirawatele. I go ahead straight to the point. On the time. Hello? Ekaro.
Yes, so the program
Okay. Ọlọ́run ká dúpẹ́ fún kan ṣe mi. Lóyìn kò ṣe ń gbádùn sí ìjà.
Èmi nígbà tí wọ́n béèrè púpọ̀ jù pé ẹtí nígbà tí passport rẹ̀ bá rẹ́ẹ̀dì pé àbájá wà. Àwọn èèyàn rẹ́ẹ̀dì láti gba passport rẹ̀ dáadáa.
A máa kọ́ ṣe prototype ẹ̀ tí prototype bá ti jáde la máa think of that.
Ó dà sá, ẹ̀jẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́ni sá, ẹ máa dé tó lọ́mọ wà pẹ̀lú yín.
All right, later.
Ó dà sá.
Thank you so much. Banki Ugbara. Let's take the next call quickly. We'll call you about 30 seconds now. Hello, caller. Straight to the point. Mute the background, Prince, please. Mute the background.
Okay. Yeah.
Platform. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah.
Mo ṣe ní kẹ́pẹ́ studio line yẹn wà more stable. Ẹni tó bá ń pe old number mi, ó máa disconnect ni. Ẹrù ti pọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ studio line by now, that means pé follow platform. Bishop. Network, not other Bishop. All right, I'm going to let him go. I'm going to read the number out for the benefit of those of you. Bashir Ejeba, PIN number and sita. Plus 44 74 04 405917. So, Egbon's okay. 1 minute. Bishop.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Koiki. I just want to talk a bit to Baba Al-Maruf.
No, Emma, no. All right, then
I stay off from there. All right. All right.
Bishop will be coming on Star Radio. Nobody will talk on Al-Maruf, priority that is on Lori. And I've already said what I want to say. Hello, caller, Prince. Everyone's okay. Mute the background, they say, Prince. Mute the background, please. Ẹ pè nọ́mbà tó jẹ́ studio line, Prince. Nọ́mbà tẹ́ ń pè yẹn, nọ́mbà yẹn ó ẹrù ti pọ̀ jù lórí ẹ̀. Nọ́mbà tí ẹ máa pè tí I prefer òun ni studio line, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ṣì ń pe old number mi. Studio line yẹn ìyẹn ẹ má add me, àwọn tó ń add me sóní group mẹ́ẹ̀ mú yọra mi dànù ní o, because studio line ni ẹ tún fẹ́ sọ yẹn di nọ́mbà tí mo nílé máa gbé táwọn èèyàn máa pè táwọn nílé gbé. Mo rí àwọn kan tó add me tó add nọ́mbà yìí sínú group ẹ bá ti add mi máa yọra mi ní o, ẹ má bínú. Because mo rí pé nọ́mbà mi ti wà added sínú that group already. Mo dẹ̀ tún rí àwọn group kan mo ti yọra mi kúrò ńbẹ̀ lánàá. I understand, send bí sexy kìíní kan sínú kí ni gbogbo nonsense yẹn. Ṣé nǹkan tá gbé dání náà nìyẹn? A ní ogun bọ̀, a ní wàhálà ti dé tẹ́ ká máa discuss kẹ́tẹ̀ máa. Mo ní kẹ́ lọ máa bá wọn tó jẹ́ vigilante yín kẹ́ mọ̀ wọ́n kẹ́ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ ṣe yẹn. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ̀yin back end team. Wọ́n ti bá ń send àwọn picture mi àti bàbá mi, bàbá kí n tó yè fún rẹ̀. Bàbá àgbàlagbà, bàbá tí mo sọ fún bàbá yẹn pé láwọn ọmọ tó dá lọ́wọ́. Mo bẹ jẹ́ mo picture yẹn jáde. That's myself and my father. Okay? So, èmi rí wọn ní, wọ́n ṣe pé mo jókòó sí abroad. Èmi lọ lé, mo lọ ṣẹ̀tọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá. Thank you, I love you.
Daddy, what's my cookie?
Yeah, that's your cookies.
Yeah, but what's
I should watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm watching it here. All right, leave it there.
You have to watch my cookie. Watch it with the water.
With water. I should wash it.
Yeah.
Bani, I should wash the cookies.
Yeah.
Drop set. Go and give it to your mother. I'm not doing. Let's boycott this coming election and announce the referendum date for Yoruba people. No, we are not doing referendum. So now Igbo people want to do referendum. We not do referendum. So I know the Biafra have been talking about referendum. We are not interested in referendum. Referendum for where? Once again, a very good morning. It's now almost 10 o'clock as we continue to discuss and educate ourselves. Two pictures of Iranche. This is the second one, right? Imati Baba Olori Oko Bam Bam. And it's two different times. Power, Otolele about fit mo yato. You know, Olori Oko Bam Bam. Agba fún Tandele. Ba ṣe gbà fún bàbá wa Wálé Adéníran. Ba ṣe gbà fún gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ àgbààgbà tó ń darí ètò yìí. Media làwa. And I don't think people understand that I am fighting a war already with the Nigerian government using my media. I don't think you understand that. I'm putting not just my life online, I've also put my media online with what I'm doing. In Timon Shei, Dele Mamodo cannot do it because he's not going. And they have played their own part during Adeco, so he's enjoying his life now. I'm talking about Uncle Bob D. I think he's in New York now. I saw his. I normally go on his page and look at what he's doing and all that. You understand me saying? Motiri, okay, that's a heck, but I lost Lele. That's again. Motiri. Disconnect. Again, this is Obafemi Awolowo. You can see that when I went to see him. So, kò ṣe pé yàn kan ṣe máa jókòó síbí báyìí tó máa sọ pé Koiki no ìyẹn lèmi ṣe lọ́lé mo fẹ́ mọ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan mi ò jókòó sí abroad. That's why I went back home. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún yín títí kan àwọn mo sọ̀rọ̀ lórí kọ́lọ́n fún jí bàbá wa ikú bàbá yèyè èmi gbọ́ mo gbọ́n tó sọ sí wa létí so ẹ ti understand me sìn ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn pé mo kàn jókòó sí orí screen mo ń sọ pé Yorùbá nation náà èmi lọ sacrifice ara mi nílé ni mo lọ mọ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ jókòó mo farabalẹ̀ jókòó dáadáa mo fẹ́ mọ tó ń lọ gbogbo àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń wá sọ́dọ̀ Ìgbòho pátápátá tó já àwọn ọmọ wa àtàwọn tó wá ń bá bàbá even so many of them kọ́lọ̀ ń foríjì bàbá wa Àdògán wọn àpọ́dún kan nísìn his death is still very very painful one mo rí pé mo yálé ṣe program lé lórí lánàá hello caller ẹ káàárọ̀. Now, on this sort of really Al-Maruf the program, I won't give any opportunity to that. So, Ellison, Lorin come me. Go ahead.
Màmá náà ṣe pàṣẹ tí wọ́n ti wá náà ló wá fún un ní kan tó sọ̀rọ̀ lé ládùn tó sọ pé káwa náà wá máa kọ lẹ́tà síbi táwa lóríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà àti ímeèlì lóríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà tó eléyìí náà lójú lè ẹ̀pù ẹni tó bá mọ̀ pé òun lílì fẹ́ kájíkílẹ̀ Yorùbá lè ṣọ̀tọ̀ ń sọ ọ́ lè ta ẹ̀mí ẹjẹ́ káwa náà ṣe pàtàkì títí wa ìkọ́ta àwọn màmá yẹn ò lè dáre kan máa ṣe táwa bí tó ti bá ṣe kílẹ̀ everyday ìdìbò tó bó yóò fi pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó ẹjẹ́ káwa náà ṣe pàtàkì tiwa pẹ̀lú èyí náà ṣe ti yín ní.
This one? I say God, Yawa. I say God, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. I might be no more do an old life fire engine back. This one? This one?
No, that way. That way. That way. That way. Yeah.
Everyone's okay, Prince.
Hello, brother.
Yeah.
Talking advice to where somebody can go too long,
Yeah.
Program immediately now. So we say calling.
No. I'm not gonna say program whatever story, Lori. Because come on. Yes, I'm not gonna allow that. Yeah. So I can say.
Allow calling this same program.
Ní láti sọ ẹ má worry ara yín èmi ni mo control program media lèmi. Èèyàn ní láti worry ara yín, Prince. mo ti fàṣẹ sílẹ̀ so èmi nìkan mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí so ẹ̀yin ní láti tún emphasize lé lórí so èmi mo ṣe program mo lè gba kọ́ọ̀lì so ẹ ṣe gan ni Prince èmi ni mo ṣe program so mo ṣe program èmi mo ní media platform so tí bá sọ pé mo fẹ́ ni mo máa fẹ́ náà I'm just saying I have to respond for that view I had ṣé àwọn ọkọ báyìí ti kú ṣé lè bá mi get orúkọ báyìí ọba tẹ́ ń wò yìí ẹ ṣe ń pè yìí okay bishop okay same outfit tí mo wọ̀ pẹ̀lú bishop ìjọ tẹ wá sí Ìbàdàn wọ́n ti lọ mú outfit yẹn àwọn outfit tí mo wọ̀ pẹ̀lú bishop lélẹ̀ ẹ má tó pé o wọ́n ní bishop ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa ní orí Star Radio nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí láṣẹdùmarè wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ nípa defence so bá ṣe ń bá ṣe lọ we have a new caller. Hello, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Carol.
Morning, Showa.
I
want to talk to you directly before I address other people.
Okay.
I think meeting about why I think we should simmer it down because the Baba can support heritage. The time heritage.
Irú meeting wo lẹ ń sọ mo ti understand meeting wo la ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Meeting àná mo wà ńbẹ̀ náà.
Okay.
Interview àná.
Okay.
So it's likely people would take this. I think we should always simmer it down because then bó ṣe yé mi kọ́ ló ṣe máa yé wọ.
Okay.
Kò mí pé èmi orí mo understand. Kò mí pé wọ́n go understand. When you deliver a message to people, they will listen. And everybody would digress in different formats.
Okay.
So I think we should always water it down so that people will understand what exactly am I saying.
Okay.
So we won't need misquotes.
Okay.
Now, however, I am happy, but we need to do more from our people, and we can see it. Our people it's not their fault at the same time. In Kotot is subject to us, even in Bokawi.
And talk about my Oriama, we money live and then quite taking part. I'll leave you.
That's the bank manager, ban 5,000, don't drop a leg.
Conini, in the clever bushes. To buy Nico again.
Now, Jenny. Nǹkan tó ti subject àwọn èèyàn wá sí nìyẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn tó kàwé gan tó bá sóyìnbó wọ́n máa dá ọ̀tẹ̀ and that has been happening for a long time.
Ìyá kọ́ máa gbọ́n ìgbọ́n ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà òyìnbó kẹ.
And then again the government àwọn tó náà wọ́n ṣèjọba ẹ̀ English there's a different dictionary tí wọ́n lò ní Nàìjíríà. Our government if we look at it. Dictionary me long look. The Oyinbo has a different meaning. So why don't we take it off?
Okay.
And speak Yoruba? Because you know gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fipò orí wọn dọ́ta orí yín ò dọ́ta o ẹ̀yin tẹ́ gbóyìnbó èèyàn ní o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Because tó bá yẹ kọ́ kọ́ wọn
ní lédè Yorùbá ni.
Yorùbá ìdí wọn tí wọ́n gbà. A lot of them will be doctors. Some of master Yoruba. All practice as Yoruba.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ṣé mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn ìlú tá à ń sọ China, Germany, èdè ló fi ń ṣe doctor yẹn. Èdè ló fi ń ṣiṣẹ́. So èyí táwa fi ń lo òyìnbó tó enforce lé wa lórí is fraud. Fraud gidi ni.
Babala fraud. And we are trying to wake people's mind up. We are trying to water your mind.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Because ẹ bá gbin tomato, tẹ́ ẹ bá water, tí ò bá rómi, ó máa gbẹ ni. So people just have to listen, look at oh my God. Our people need to wake up and it's our job to wake them up, to be honest with you. Yeah. We will do something different ways to wake them up and I'm very proud. I'm glad and I bless the day they're coming in contact. I'm not saying so much.
Thank you so much.
My brother. All right.
Well, like I said, thank you so much, my back-end team. They're working tirelessly. Images 10 again, this is the same outfit tí mo wọ̀ nígbà tí bàbá mi Bishop Adesina tàwa mo rí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ògúnríbidó ní sìn tó pè mí. I don't know whether he wanted to, maybe he was calling time tó pè yẹn gan-an dáhùn pọ̀ máa fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ separately ni, and I'm going to call him later after the program. So let's continue. For those that still want to add one or two of their voice into the conversation, the line is open. Let me hear from you. About the 10:30, we start winding it down as well. Whatever we hear, we cannot change what Ionitiri is saying. She has, and she's been around to know a lot that even a lot of us never know. As somebody that I've stayed with her husband is a very, very highly influential person. So in terms of connection, say only connection. So to buy the connection, say ìyàwó yẹn ò ní connection yẹn tó sì máa wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ó máa ní now. So tó bá wá fi pé connection yẹn òun lè lò fún wa at this time. Lórí ìrìn àjò tá gbé dání, so all wrong. Let me open it for you. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nísìn. And that is something that we got to appreciate. Chief Sunday Igboho has his own, network before, it became part of this big, massive, movement for us. I was in Nigeria, and I know so many times that call lásán ni bàbá yẹn máa gbé lókọ̀ máa bá fúrúfúrú báyìí. Ó dẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan yẹn dẹ̀ máa ṣe kí ni? Ó dẹ̀ máa die down. He was using his own network. I'm talking about bàbá mi Igboho Òòṣà. So everybody has different network. Network caller, I know load the Biba from the media. Hello caller. 1 minute. How are you?
I love it. Because the mentor make about the share anything. There could be what's the program that I like. I love the way you do this morning. For one side person. That is so I love it. So when money go a person only ogbon okagba ko se to gbon to like that way. But the way you do this morning, I love it. And my pe on media alone you know. At least potential I can be learn from this. All learn, all corny potential. Tó bá dé máa sọ̀rọ̀, èyí méjì àníkẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí ayé, ayé méjì pọ̀ mọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ pé tàjẹ́ ìta táwọn Yorùbá máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ láyé rẹ̀ ẹ̀múlẹ̀ ayélujára owó yọ láìkẹ́, òṣèlú tó láìkẹ́ kan sí láàrẹ̀, àfọwọ́sí. Dáwọn tó kọ́ love, ìfẹ́ ní àbá rẹ̀, ìfẹ́ ní. Lágbọ́n ìfẹ́ náà, ọgbọ́n tẹ̀bí iṣẹ́ yẹn kò ní kò náà yé. Ọ̀run alágbọ́n Ọlọ́run á fún ní ìmọ̀ àti òye sí. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we call love. I didn't lead on the down like Bolon. We don't need to work. But I'm going to make like Bolon. But I pay. He said, "Then Toko. I need then I want it. Tomo taya. What if everyone should do? Good and Jaffe. Although be my but now I'm about that. Only I'm a video should do.
That's said, Mary. That's said.
To my channel,
Thank you so much. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin intellectuals, ó ti pọ̀ jù. Ní ọ̀la, ìyá tó ń bọ̀ lọ́la, Lady K, ó ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ìyá wa ní aago 4. Mo rí bẹ̀ ìyá mi Liz Dada, thank you so much, I appreciate every single one of you. Mo rí grandma, mo ti rí ẹ̀yin màmá mi Grace, àwọn màmá mi grandma gbogbo yín pátápátá. So tomorrow, Lady K would be hosting Chief Mrs. Modupeola Onitiri Abiola at 4:00 Yoruba time, Thursday. But today, I'm going to be hosting the one and only Bishop Adesina. Hello, caller. 1 minute.
Hello.
1 minute.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sherry, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ contribute ní nǹkan tó ṣe lánàá yẹn meeting tí gbogbo wa gbọ́ yẹn tá wò yẹn.
Okay.
Wípé Sherry, nígbà míì a ti sọ wípé àwọn èèyàn yìí wọ́n ti àmọ́ bóyá wọ́n ti lo ọpọlọ wọn ni o, ọpọlọ wọn correct. àbí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ tí yẹn.
Mo ń gbọ́ mà.
Gbogbo nǹkan náà wà okay to the extent wípé àwọn question kan wà tó máa ń kọ sílẹ̀ ọ̀ tó máa ń béèrè tí ò yẹ kéèyàn máa dá wọn lóhùn ọ̀ kéèyàn máa repeat it out.
Okay.
Bí irú language tí ẹnìkan sọ ní lánàá sí bàbá ìjìnlẹ̀ wípé kán repeat ẹ̀ síta tó ń repeat ẹ̀. Although normally woman yẹn she's in good position tó dẹ̀ fún wa ní the right way, the right everything. Ẹnìkan wá ń béèrè question lánàá lórí kíní bàbá ìjìnlẹ̀ pé máa yẹn the other guy tí ẹjọ́ ṣe kíní yẹn pé kọ́ máa béèrè lọ woman yẹn pé ṣé òun ṣe pé ẹ létà ó máa padà wá tí nǹkan bá délẹ̀ tán wípé òun fẹ́ jẹ nǹkan kan.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n dá yín lóhùn níbẹ̀. Sherry, when it comes to journalism, a journalist must be bold to ask questions. It is entirely up to the person that the question taba juicy láti fi ọ̀nà gbé kalẹ̀. Ẹ rántí gbà tí mo lọ bá Boris Johnson mo bẹ́ẹ̀ rí fídíò yẹn mo ń bí pé ṣó mà pé genocide wà Nàìjíríà ó gbọ́ ẹ rò pé kò gbọ́ ni ó gbọ́ kò ṣe tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó gbọ́ dé mo dẹ̀ ṣe àyè kan sì máa wà tí máa ó láwọn béèrè tí mo tó dà mo ń gbé káàkiri nínú orí mi báyìí ni. So I mean for somebody that wants question to be asked, I don't think we should knock any question away. Because internship is a record for Jowaju. But yes, and only will answer what they might answer. So just about it.
Anyway, it's okay, but
Teba lo art talk. Shema wo art talk lórí BBC lẹ́ǹkankan.
No.
Cha. Ọbásanjọ́ fẹ́ gbá bọ̀ wá ní blow nínú program yẹn. Ma send it sí yín. Ó fẹ́ gba ní blow pé irú àwọn béèrè wo ló ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi bó kò rò pé òun wà ní studio ni.
Irú àwọn language bá yẹn irú àwọn question bá láti máa read out.
Okay, well, all right. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Yawa, thank you so much. Thank you. Ẹ ṣé gan ni that's about 2 minutes. Wow. Àná àdèmí jẹ́ kó pọ̀ púpọ̀ 1 minute ni. Once again, there is more. Let's take the next call. 1 minute ni o. Ó máa ju 1 minute lọ. Hello caller, ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè.
Okay. Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ Yawa.
Yes sir. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sir, mo ní program tí ẹ ṣe lálẹ́ àná pẹ̀lú ìyàwó Onítìrì. There's nothing wrong with the way the woman, the way our mother was coordinating us, and that is what we like because
nobody has said otherwise.
Most of our leaders.
Nobody has said otherwise that there's something wrong with it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody has said otherwise.
For more information on the side of our politicians in Nigeria, they should know that this is high time for them to wake up because most of we know the past history of our forefathers. So most of them, they don't have knowledge about all that. So as we have information now, we don't want them to continue to be an obstacle to our way.
Yes.
It's either they forget their position. The Yorubas are telling them that we don't want them to represent us anymore. In Abuja, in Nigerian government,
that's it.
we are Yorubas. Yes. And we want to stand on our own as a nation.
Yes.
We don't want the influence of the Fulanis over us.
Yes.
So we just want to be on our own.
That's it.
So that we can control also this issue of insecurity because
which is the big threat to us.
And we see that and we are looking, we are watching.
Yes.
They are doing nothing. They are not useful to us.
Wọ́n launch ìwé ni. Mo rí gbàgbà bí àbílà. Ìwé ló launch. A ní crisis wà Nàìjíríà. Ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn. Ó launch ìwé.
These people, the reason why, because they have a job in their pocket. They are heartless people.
I was shocked when I saw that video. Mo dẹ̀ rò pé last year I did.
That is the reason why they need to vacate our institution. Nigerian government cannot give us security. They cannot protect us.
They can't.
And we will never trust them
again. Ẹ bá lọ gbọ́ ẹ má bínú ìyá mi. Ẹ bá lọ gbọ́ àwọn fídíò tí.
If they want to be leaders, they should go to the north, go to Nigeria, and go and be with them.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni Yawa. Thank you so much.
God bless you, sir.
Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. I love this woman. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ma. One of the very strong mother as well. Ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè. Even Baba wa Kito sọ nígbà kan pé our government cannot protect us from the invaders. Ẹ gbóhùn sókè 1 minute ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Hello, Brosby. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́.
Àwọn èèyàn
ọmọ mi ò rí yín rí o, àwọn èèyàn ọmọ yìí. Ẹ gẹ́tì mi sí. Wọ́n ọmọ ní lájẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ara yìí. Ẹ máa máa sún síwájú àlẹ́yìn mọ̀ mí ojú ọ̀mọ̀ yìí o ẹ̀jẹ̀ sì ni àánú sí àánú rẹ̀ fẹ́ akéde làṣẹ gbọ́ ẹ̀rẹ̀ má dé kan tó wà nínú ọkọ̀ wà lóyún ọkọ̀ náà wà nínú ìbò ìwọ́pẹ́ wọn ò tí ì gbọ́n náà rọ́ọ̀sì mi ọkọ̀ wà nínú ẹ̀ má dé bó sí wọn ọkọ̀ wà nínú ìbò ìwọ́pẹ́ ọ̀nà wọn ọ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ka mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o so ẹ má keep
enlightenment ẹ̀ náà ní dákẹ́ ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much I love you so much all the way from Germany my brother mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa mo kí gbogbo àwọn ìjẹ̀sìn kọ́lá gbé dání o mo fẹ́ ká tẹ̀ mix yẹn papọ̀ rárá ẹ wò kí mo máa ń tẹnu mọ́ mo dẹ̀ nídìí tí mo ṣe ń tẹnu mọ́ pé ìjẹ̀sìn kọ́ àdé ń ṣe political party Yorùbá nation ń ṣe political party o independent Yorùbá là ń fẹ́ òmìnira ẹ lọ ẹgbọ́n sókè 1 minute lẹ́ni. Yeah. Àwa nìyẹn. Àwa nìyẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mo sẹ́ndì kankan ní lórí WhatsApp ní ìsẹ̀yìn ẹ máa padà wò létà. Ṣé rí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà àwọn ọjọ́ àwọn olórí wa àwọn pọ́ńtíṣà yìí mi ní pọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú lọ́wọ́ tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìyá gidi àti.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹ́? Okay. Later, yeah, I'll fix it. Mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Ìyá àti ebi náà fi ń pa àwọn èèyàn seriously. Because wọ́n mọ̀ pé ebi bá pa àwọn aráàlú wọ́n bá fẹ́ dìbò wọ́n á sáré gbowó yẹn wọ́n lọ dìbò yẹn.
Okay.
Because ebi ò bá pa aráàlú.
Okay.
A máa sọ pé ó ti bẹ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ti yó mo fẹ́ lọ dìbò fún.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n pọ̀ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọ́n fi di paráàlú kan sí ọ̀sẹ̀.
Tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ tó ń ṣe kékeré.
Tó pọ̀ gan-an ṣẹlẹ̀tẹ̀ àwọn ọmọkọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe wọ́n lè fi ṣe owó ní Nàìjíríà tí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Èmi gan mo ti wà lé ní 2 months. Ṣẹlẹ̀tẹ̀ wọ́n bá ti rí pé tí bá ti pa yín dáadáa sí yìí.
Ẹ sọ kàn.
Ẹ máa lọ pé ẹni àfọ wa. So àwọn pọ̀lìsì àwọn ọmọ ọkọ̀ tó ń ṣe. Àwọn ọmọdé àtọ́ra wọn. Most of them na devil dey be. Mo ṣe sọ kí nìyẹn fún mi. Bí mo mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa ni most of them kò sí ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn náà fi ń bà.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. I love you to continue but definitely not. Ẹ ṣé gan. Màá wo fídíò yẹn later. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré sọ̀rọ̀ lórí lẹ́tà yẹn. I mean we have a lot of intelligent mo ti rí àwọn professor wa kan tó ti ní lẹ́tà yẹn ó ní di àwọn mistake kankan wà ń bẹ̀. That's good. Ẹ bá wa adjust ẹ̀ kẹ́ resend ẹ̀ sí wa. Ká dẹ̀ send ẹ̀ síta but I'm gonna read based on what we have at the moment. And tó o bá ti rí content lẹ́tà yẹn ó ti wà lórí timeline Koikimedia. Kódà mo ti gbé lọ sórí website wa náà láàárọ̀ yìí koikimedia.com. So ẹ fi call yẹn sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ content of the letter tó ní ká kọ. Whether they listen to it or not araṣẹ́ kan tá a máa ṣe náà nìyẹn. So kò ní jẹ́ pé lórí social media nìkan la ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ araṣẹ́ kan tá a máa ṣe náà nìyẹn. How are we going to submit our letter from Nigeria? Ẹ máa post ẹ ní ṣé postal service ò sí Nigeria náà ó wà Nigeria náà ẹ post ẹ náà ṣé kò sí postal service rárá Nigeria ni apart from all these àwọn big ones yẹn I'm sure the postal service wà Nigeria ilé mi dé post office rate ètò send wà láti America sí yàn kan nígbà tá a máa lọ fi gbà báyìí ọlọ́run mọ̀ iye month tó lò. Yes, so there was a place where exist was written instead of exit. Yeah, ẹ jẹ́ ká change it tá a bá máa type it tá a máa send it lọ. So wọ́n ní there's a place níbẹ̀ tí ó yẹ kó kọ exit. Ìtura ẹni pè láti Nàìjíríà mo ṣe fi fún wọn ní priority o if not. Hello ẹgbọ́n sókè kíákíá 1 minute lẹ́ni. Okay, all right. Brother, àwa bá ṣe máa get email. Àwa bá ṣe máa get email address. Ọ̀dà, àwa bá ṣe máa get letter. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, lágbára Elédùmarè, ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá mi. Thank you so much. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tòótọ́. Thank you so much. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan sọ mi, I have sent a letter. I have already put. Àwọn ilé òtẹ̀ waste time rárá ṣá. máa ka lẹ́tà yẹn nísìn priority call ni o direct láti Nàìjíríà ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè 1 minute. a máa jà ẹ mute tẹ́ ń gbọ́ ní background yẹn ibi tá a ti máa jà nìyẹn.
lágbára Ọlọ́run kò fẹ́ tó wà Nàìjíríà tí ò mọ̀kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
ẹ ṣe gan ni dáàdi.
kò fẹ́ tó wà Nàìjíríà bá lóun mọ̀kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí. ṣé gbogbo àtúntì tẹ̀lé ló ti lóbi ló ń pa wọ́n àwọn méjì lóbi ló ń pa wọ́n lórí lébi ni wọ́n ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo wọn ẹ̀ ní wọn bọ́ ṣe ní rádaràdà tó ń pọ̀ tẹ̀lé wọn káàkiri èyí ló ń pa wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n èmi mọ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnà tí ọlọ́ọ̀bá tó wájú Nàìjíríà ẹ̀rí wípé wọ́n sì ń sá padà bọ̀. mo kọ́ bí nìkan tó rí ibi fún àwọn program tí máa ń ṣe bíbá yìí mo ní ẹni wo bíbá yìí mo ní ó dọ́tà kí Tinubu kó tètè sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kó sọ bí tó lọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
pẹ́ẹ́sì tó ń gbà fún yẹn ó tọ́ra ẹ̀ ní.
ó kàn waste time rẹ̀ ni àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé mọ̀.
àwọn tó tẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn ìdẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn náà mọ̀ pé.
àwọn yẹn fẹ́ àníkẹ́ ẹ lọ wo Kúnlé Poli sẹ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dádì ẹ lọ wo Kúnlé Poli lánàá tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀rí pé wà under duress tó fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lánàá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí wọ́n wọ́n ní pé tó o bá sọ̀rọ̀ láti fún ti ó ní mò ń bọ̀ nísìnyí a máa wá ṣe rally fún wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mo ní a máa wá ṣe APC rally. bẹ́ẹ̀ni lágbára Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ ṣé gan ni then àwọn director máa pọ̀ láti Nàìjíríà la hello caller hello ṣé Glo lẹ́ ń lò nàbí MTN nàbí Airtel ó ti múná lọ hello ọ̀dà ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ka lẹ́tà yẹn ti wà lórí Facebook wa fún àǹfààní tí mo tẹ̀lé bàbá kan ó dárúkọ nínú fídíò ẹ̀ ó ní alọ́ lo kinní báyìí ó ní ìtẹ́kọ́ lo ojú kòkó yẹn alàgbà yẹn mo kí yín o wọ́n ní kò bí àbá má lo eléyìí gbogbo nǹkan báyìí temporarily ẹ yé bẹ̀rù kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀ṣe ṣé eléyìí nìkan ṣe pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀ṣe ni I'm sure some of you have watched that video èyí náà máa wo àwọn fídíò tẹ máa ń send yẹn you know but at least he spoke well wọ́n ní Yorùbá máa dúró wọ́n ní bọ̀ torí kòkó ló yẹ ká lò instead of wọ́n ní kíní yẹn á máa ranjú mọ́yàn ṣé ó máa ranjú mọ́ yín ni wọ́n ní ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ la gbé dání nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ àná ṣe rí irọ́ ti pọ̀jù nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn kan máa ń sọ níbo la ti gbé ìṣẹ̀ṣe dání nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation níbo la ti ń promote ìṣẹ̀ṣe mo rántí 2 years going to 3 years ago tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ kódà àwọn kan tẹ̀ bá mi jà pé à ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ prayer mọ́ bá ṣe máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn platform kankan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ rárá wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ lọ sínú ẹ̀mí wọ́n máa ṣe prayer but nígbà tẹ́mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí 2 years ago ṣé ìṣẹ̀ṣe là ń promote ni bàbá yẹn ní kíní yẹn á máa ranjú mọ́ àwọn èèyàn àṣàgbẹ̀ ti wà lágbá yẹn ó dárúkọ mi nínú fídíò wọn mo kí yín bàbá kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín but at least he's speaking the truth wọ́n ní Yorùbá máa dúró wọ́n ní bọ̀ kíní ìlú kan máa ranjú mọ́ àwọn èèyàn tó ranjú mọ́ yín báyìí ṣá ọlọ́ṣàdé ọ níbo láti promote ìṣẹ̀ṣe against ẹ̀sìn tó kù mọ̀ pé tí bá promote ẹ̀sìn kan against ẹ̀sìn kejì I can even be I have been calling my number I have been calling my time and my number has not been picked once ẹ pè padà nǹkan kọ́lẹ̀ ń pè ẹ máa ṣe sùúrù ni à ń gbé náà ó dàbí ẹ̀yìn dẹ̀ lẹ́ ń pè ìṣẹ́yìn lẹ́ ń pè ó dàbí pé dádì lè lóye ẹ bá mute background mo ti gbé ẹ mute tẹ fi ń gbọ́ mi nílé mọ́ ẹ mute tẹ fi ń gbọ́ mi yẹ ẹ slow yẹn pátápátá mo ń gbọ́ yín mo ti ń gbọ́ yín bọ̀ ìyí tẹ fi ń gbọ́ mi yẹ slow ẹ̀ mọ́ mi.
ok ẹ káàárọ̀.
ẹ káàbọ̀ mà.
ẹ kú ètò.
àjọ ń ṣe ni.
mo ń gbádùn yín o.
bí èwo lẹ ń gbádùn bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ mi ṣé bóyìnbó ṣe fa sìgá ni àbí kọ́fì àbí tíì.
gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni this is my first time to máa pè mí.
ẹ ṣe gan ni mà. a ti wà ní ọ̀rẹ́dì ó kù díẹ̀ a máa sùn a máa jíjọ́ kan máa sọ pé a ti wà ní ẹ̀mí.
mo dúró tó àtàfi gbé passport wa jáde.
ó ga jù ó lágbára.
lágbára ọlọ́run a máa kó wa ṣe o.
àmín
orílẹ̀-èdè wa ti gbé kúrò.
lágbára ọlọ́run ẹ ṣe gan ni girama ẹ ṣe gan ni ma ẹ bá ń kí o gbà wọn mọ thank you so much we love you all ẹ ṣe gan ni ma ẹ dẹ̀ bá ń kí dáadáa àti everybody ẹ ṣe gan ni. We have a lot of, I mean, when our mothers calls and, it just touches you. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré ka lẹ́tà yẹn. Prophet Adéọlá àwọn alàgbà gbọ́dọ̀ pé ká má gbé kọ́ọ̀lù. Hello alàgbà. Wọ́n ẹ̀sìn àwọn àṣà àbáyé nìkan là ń promote. Ṣé à promote Christian àti Muslim ni? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi sà? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi? Wọ́n ẹ̀sìn àwọn àṣà àbáyé nìkan là ń promote. À promote Christian àti Muslim. Mo wá ń béèrè pé ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lè ṣe rí nígbà tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbọ́ wa.
Gbogbo ẹ̀sìn ní pé à ń gbìyànjú láti promote láti bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ go ahead kí má. Ẹ go ahead at least an evidence pé kò ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn àbáyé láì promote. Ẹ go ahead sir. Ẹ lọ sórí Koikimedia, ẹ lọ sórí Koikimedia Facebook wa, màá tún repost ẹ̀ kódà mo ṣe láwùsá gan mo ṣe ní Yorùbá, so màá tún repost ẹ̀ láàárọ̀, ó ti wà lórí Koikimedia, màá repost ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ nísìnyí pé ó ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ ṣé gan ni sir, thank you. Ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan lẹ́tà yẹn, no call for now 10:27, time there ti ń lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ again láàárọ̀ yìí. For recognition, ibi tí mistake bá wà níbẹ̀, èyí náà ẹ bá wa correct ibẹ̀ yẹn kẹ́ tó send ẹ̀ lọ, so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. How can you think an image of a flag that represents our ancestor is scary? Ntí dáàdi yẹn sọ nìyẹn, wọn náà scary gan. So wọ́n ní ká lórí kòkó ló yẹ ká lò. Bọ̀ mo gbádùn interview àbí fídíò wọn tó ṣe. For recognition of independent sovereign nation, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, èmi lè fi dead or alive sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. President of the federal. Then èyí tẹ́ wà another way. Ẹ máa send us embassy tó bá wà ládùúgbò yín, èyí tẹ́ jẹ́ African countries, ẹ lè máa lọ jù sínú embassy ká máa lọ bombard wọn síbẹ̀. That's another idea. Ó kàn wá sórí mi nísìn. Ṣé ẹ̀ náà dá ṣé a lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí? Ká lọ máa fi sínú embassy, ká lọ máa jù sínú embassy, gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní African countries, Nigerian embassy, ẹ kọ̀ọ̀kọ́ ẹ lè address ẹ̀kẹ́ send síbẹ̀ àbí kẹ́ lọ fi síbẹ̀ by post ẹwọ́. Ó dà pọ́nà máa pàdé ní iwájú embassy yẹn ní Saturday ní July 1st fún ti 1 year anniversary àwọn tó pa nílé bàbá mi Ìgbòho ní Àdògún àti Alhaji Fatai. Ká lọ máa jù sínú embassy àbí New York, Nigerian embassy, even in the church and mosque. Kódà èmi ò mọ̀ pa ayé o, wọ́n ní ká lọ máa jù sínú church àti mosque, èmi ò mọ̀ pa ayé o. His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Yakubu Gowon Crescent, the 3-arm zone, Asokoro, Abuja FCT. Your Excellency, sir, claiming back our Yoruba nationhood peacefully. My name is Olayomi Olakunle Musakala Koikimedia. Now ní jọgbọ̀n, àwọn ọmọ ọ̀wọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀, tọ́ba tẹ̀lé lórí lẹ́tà tèmi báyìí wọ́n tẹ̀lé jẹ́ kó dọ́dọ̀ Buhari. Wọ́n máa gbàdánù sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni. Bọ̀ máa lọ jù sínú embassy ti bí báyìí. Tọ́ba rẹ̀ di, Koiki, ó tún ju lẹ́tà wá sínú bí báyìí. Normal, okay. Before the advent of colonization, our ancestral land was known as Yoruba Kingdom, Yoruba Nation, located at the southwestern part of Nigeria, western part of Africa. For more than 2,000 years before the colonies came, Yoruba Nation was already striving in prosperity, development, advancement, and good governance in well-established urban cities. In 1860, Shakpara Williams, the Yoruba Nation first lawyer, Lagos Abeokuta Railway, 1897, Yoruba Nation First Railway, Apapa Wharf, built in Yoruba Nation, 1907, 19 to 1913. Okay, we're going to get a new battery. And then, etc., etc., etc. Many evidence of Yoruba Nation glorious existence before the amalgamation of Nigeria, and mostly before the arrival of the colonial masters. No more. Go and have your bath. You're going to school soon. We, the indigenous Yoruba people, are going to peacefully claim and retain our universal right to self-determination this year, 2022. Let's share Dumari. Inshallah. So, mo bi tẹ́tí sọ pé àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nìkan là ń gbé lárugẹ. Stupid talk. By the amazing grace of God, we are not secessionists. Kì í ṣe secessionists. We are simply ethnic nationalities claiming back our Yoruba nationhood. The independent sovereign Yoruba nation is a nation. A nation is a community of people formed on the basis of combination of the shared features such as language, history, ethnicity, culture, or territory. A nation is thus the collective identity of a group of people understood as defined by these features. We, the indigenous Yoruba people, are definitely an ethnic nation, the Yoruba nationhood. Upon the successful accomplishment of our 5 million signatures exit petition/referendum, this is our referendum. We will not partake in any type of referendum, but to campaign for our recognition worldwide. We, the indigenous Yoruba people, have strongly expressed our desire to peacefully exist, not exist, exit. So all you just have to do, just change it to X for X-ray. Now, the geographical expression known as Nigeria. The federal government of Nigeria is a signatory to the United Nations and African Union Chapter on Self-Determination. In fact, President Buhari stood before the whole world at the United Nations to defend Palestine's right to self-determination. We, the indigenous Yoruba people, are looking forward to President Muhammadu Buhari also defend. We know he's not going to do that, but you know, but we just have to push the letter to them, whether they do the needful or not. So that is about the letter. You know, it's not more than that. Let me just take maybe 1 or 2 more calls, and then I will start winding down. Taloti to pay. Ṣé gbọ́n mi gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ tó pè padà ní ẹ ti pè lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ẹ̀yẹ kẹ́hìn tó ti pè. Ok, ẹ jẹ́ lọ ní Scott mo rí kí n fi pè padà. Wọ́n ní kíní máa ń dẹ́rù, ọ̀rọ̀ máa ń ranjú mọ́yàn. Aláàkó sòrò mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olùṣọ́ ẹ̀yin alàgbà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé direct lọ sí location náà. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir.
Hello, sir.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, sir.
Yes, sir. Ẹ kàn sọ pé ẹ̀lú ó ti di bí ẹ̀mẹ́rin nísìn ẹgbọ́ ààrẹ ń gbọ́ yìí. Ọlọ́run ló ṣe kò ń ṣe mí. Láṣẹ ìdùnnú rẹ̀. Àmín. Àdúpẹ́ sà. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé gan ni sà. Thank you. Ẹ̀yin náà kẹ́ ní nice day. You know, we're happy when our people call. We're happy for them. Hello, caller.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. And Carol.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá mi.
In fact, you know me, I'm one of your
silent.
Which I love you so much. All of you that is really,
thank you so much.
Really trying for Yoruba Nation.
Thank you.
I really pray for you, and I believe Allah will answer all our prayers. Inshallah. Very only originally con gbada kan yẹn ṣeré kò sí nǹkan kan tó jọ kò sẹ́nìtìn tó rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ rárá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fi yẹn sí ẹgbẹ́ kan ṣé wá rí àwọn tó sọ pé ẹ̀rọ ìṣẹ̀ṣe lẹ̀ ń ṣe kíní kan bàbá ńlá irọ́ ni wọ́n pa kò sí nǹkan kan gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá oníkálukú ló ní nǹkan tá à tó ń ṣe nílé ìdílé kankan irú ilé tèmi nísìn mother side ni they really believe in Islamic way. Okay. But father side ni Ògún gidi ló ń bọ níbẹ̀. And bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe ń bọ Ògún nílé bàbá mi. Àwọn nǹkan náà ti sáré pé òkè Christian náà ti di Christian. Mo ní àwọn nǹkan nìyí wọ́n yìí dúró wọ́n ṣe lọ. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tá fi tán fi ń ṣe anything fún ní kálukú. Tọ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan nílé wa, wọ́n máa bọ Ògún. Tó jẹ́ pé kò sí bó ṣe believe kò fẹ́ ṣe ìyàwó ni ó fẹ́ ṣe anything tó bá ti jẹ́ pé láti a máa invite ara àtàwọn èèyàn máa jáde from anywhere coming to the venue wọ́n máa bọ̀ Ògún because wọ́n believe pé ọ̀n fẹ́ anything tó máa ṣe kò dẹ̀ ní anything tí nǹkan kan máa fi ṣe tán so kéèyàn kọ́kọ́ máa tàn wá mọ́ nǹkan tó ní kálukú bá nígbàgbọ́ fún kó máa ṣe lọ.
Kò níjànú rárá kò níjànú
kò níjà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òun ni. àwọn ní ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí irọ́ ló pọ̀ jù nínú wọn irọ́ ni kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ religion sí gbogbo yín pátápátá tẹ wá ń bá wa tẹ wà ní ìkíní àti màmá àjọ wà lórí ìkíní lánàá pẹ̀lú màmá lánàá ni àjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àjọ parí program yìí Ọlọ́run ní gbogbo yín sílẹ̀ bí àtúnmọ́ yín Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín ní ríjà ayé lágbára Ọlọ́run ṣẹ́wárí gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà gbogbo ogun tó ń gbé báyìí wọ́n máa fọmọ owó dé
lágbára Ọlọ́run wọ́n máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
tẹ bá gbọ́ wọ́n useless woman ní kí ló jẹ́ Elizabeth ọmọ àlè yẹn àná sì yàn jẹ ojú ẹ̀ bóyá àwọn nǹkan tó wà ní APC tọ́jọ́ ṣe ọ̀gá tí ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe lọ́nà ọkọ̀ òun fẹ́ ṣe honorable ó ṣàṣe rọ́bì.
àwọn àbára ọ sì máa bára wọn pò ó sì pa gbogbo máa wálé.
gbogbo wọn wà nígbà tí ó ń ṣe ẹ̀sà ìjẹ́ ní gbogbo wa fẹ́ bọ́ níbí báyìí. ìgbà yẹn ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan sọ fún mi nígbà yẹn pé owó tá a kó fún tá a ń lọ sọ fún obìnrin yìí ó lè ní bóun ṣe ń wo yìí. gbogbo wa la ní àánú ó ti ẹ̀ bá àwọn èèyàn at least àwọn èèyàn ń jẹun ẹ̀mẹ́ta ojúmọ́ ẹ̀mejì kíní kan gbogbo wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rọ owó fún àwa ló wá ń bú nísìnyí. èmi náà kò tó ṣe wà yẹn kò lè ṣe àṣeyẹ kò sí fún lẹ́yìn pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ agége tó ti kó ni wọn sábọ́ kọjọ máa yanjú ẹ̀ local champion ní ní gbogbo ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe Koiki all of them ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ó ṣe tó ń láìkí Tinubu nǹkan tí gbogbo wọn máa jẹ lọ́wọ́ ó rán sówó gbówó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ohun òṣèbọ̀ kọ́ máa rò kó dẹ̀ máa rántí pé àwọn èèyàn kan wà ń bì kan tó jẹ́ wípé orí òótọ́ la dúró lé lórí tọ́lọ́ dẹ̀ máa gba gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Thank you so much.
bọ́ ṣe wà yẹn Koiki ẹ ṣe gan
Thank you so
ni o
much.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. ẹ ṣe gan ni.
gbogbo yín sílẹ̀ yá wa bàbá òòṣà ọlọ́run gbogbo everybody tó ń ṣe kínní ní inú kan dára yeye gbogbo yín yà ní láti ẹ̀sìn orúkọ kan we are all together ayẹ̀mọ̀ pé àwa tá a ti lè gbójú síta gbogbo kan táwa náà ṣe ní kọ̀rọ̀ kọ́lọ̀ kó gbà fún wa
àmín Allah àmín
gbà
Allah
fún wa kó má dojú sí wa kọ́lọ̀ kó wọlé àwọn èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó bí
máa post template
tó jẹ́ pé inú ìbànújẹ́ ló ń sùn ló ń jí kọ́lọ̀ ń ṣàánú wa
Thank
ẹ
you
ṣe
so
gan
much.
ni ẹ bá mi káwọn ọmọ òdò
wàá gbọ́ all right. Thank you so much. That was a very powerful one. 10:38. Ẹ já wá sí call yẹn pọ̀ díẹ̀ but a máa ṣe ní kíákíá 1 minute. Ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Ẹgbọ́n ahẹ̀ 1 minute.
N kò fẹ́ comment lórí àwọn tí wọ́n sọ pé kíní kan rọjú mọ́. Mo ní ṣe orí ìyá àtàlẹ́ òkè rọjú mọ́ nínú 20 pounds.
Ìbílẹ̀ tún gbà yìí torí Ọlọ́run. Ẹ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé owó nìyẹn. Èyí tó bá rọjú mọ́ yàn owó nìyẹn. Pounds yẹn ní agbára but ẹ wá mọ̀ pé bọ́yá máa ní pounds lágbára owó Kuwait lágbára ju pounds lọ.
Bọ̀dọ̀ àmì síta ṣé orí àwọn tó lórí kan rọjúmọ́ ṣé orí ojú ìyá àtàlẹ́ òkè àbí orí lọ lùgáàdì òkè rọjúmọ́.
Ìbílẹ̀ tún lọ báyìí torí Ọlọ́run.
Ẹgbẹ́ ṣẹ́ láwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n kàn máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ni pé.
Bàbá yẹn náà àwọn náà ń ṣeré ni àbúṣe kan ń ṣeré ni.
Orí wo ló rọjú wọ ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa ṣẹ́rí ó kàwé pọ́ṣẹ máa bá àgbẹ̀jẹ̀ láti máa.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n edit ní tí mo post yìí ẹ ṣe gọ́ọ̀lì jàre ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ó dà pé àwọn engineer mi ti dé Sky ń bọ̀ lọ́lé wa láàárọ̀ yìí ẹ ṣe gọ́ọ̀lì ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Sky ń bọ̀ àti aláwa ṣe one or two things. Máa rò pé Sky ló ń bọ̀ ní máa tún ní pé Sky bá ń tilẹ̀ fún ẹ ó wà lókè èmi wà lórí program wọ́n mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yà máa rò pé Sky ló fà ní mọ̀ pé family friend ni tàlàfẹ́ pè padà bíbá ok Godson US ẹ bá a ṣe ní kíákíá kó má máa pẹ́ 1 minute ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè. Ẹ káàárọ̀ sà.
Ẹ kú ètò àná.
Ètò ni ẹ.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Àwa ni ẹ.
I really appreciate that the program ta wò lánàá ẹ wò inú èèyàn ń dùn rẹpẹtẹ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n mo ní question kan nù.
Ẹ go ahead.
Mo wo program kan ní àárọ̀ mo ṣe ń bọ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́.
Okay.
Almaroof ló ṣe.
Mo fi gbẹ́nu lé lórí. Mo yọ kúrò. Ẹ ní gbẹ́nu lé lórí. Ẹ má wọrí ẹ join wa láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni ẹ máa láti wo program tí mo ṣe láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo ti ṣe analysis ẹ̀ ìyẹn kan ní gbẹ́nu lé lórí. Tẹ bá fẹ́ sọ nǹkan mi máa fún ẹ ní chance tó bá yẹ pé ẹ nígbà kan ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá mi kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín thank you so much. Ẹni tó bá ṣe darapọ̀ kò ní get message ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi John ẹ̀yin náà mo rẹ fẹ́ pè ṣe àjọ ń rínú ara wa ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi John láti France ẹ gbọ́n sókè mo ti edit ibi exit yẹn mo ti yọ x yẹn kúrò mo ti fi x-ray sí so màá wá repost ẹ̀ padà nísìn fún gbogbo èyí tí ẹ bá nídẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ à ń gbọ́ yín.
A dára fún yín lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín Jésù Kristi.
Àlàáfíà fún ìdílé ẹ lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín bàbá ẹ ṣé gan ni sà.
àti gbàdúrà pé gbogbo ẹni tó ń jìjàgbara yìí lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀ ní bá lọ.
Àmín o, àmín o, àmín o, lórí àdúrà nìyẹn.
Àwọn aláyé àtijọ́ àwọn tó síwájú ìjàgbara yìí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní wọn ló bá lọ. Lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀ ò ní bá lọ.
Àmín Jésù Kristi, Inshallah.
Ní méjì tí mo bá ṣe láàárọ̀ ìbí ẹ̀mí mọ́ ti ti mi lọ́kàn.
Àmín, àmín,
Bí
àmín,
wọ́n ti wà láyé tí mo wà láyé tẹ̀lé látòrí pọfẹ́sọ̀ Bánjí Akíntóyè bàbá.
Ẹ bá wa ṣàmì, àbẹ́ẹ̀mí ṣàmì, ẹ mọ oríṣiríṣi ló ń sà ní bàbá ń ṣàdúrà lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa ṣàmì. Àmín.
Gbàdúrà pé lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀mí yóò ní bá lọ.
Àmín, àmín, àmín,
Gbogbo
àmín.
àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì tó jẹ́ ilẹ̀ Egypt kan ló dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí. Mo gbàdúrà àmì fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń ṣètùtù. Bíbélì wípé igi tí wọ́n máa ń nìkan nítorí Mọ́dékáì lápadà kà wọ́n mọ́. Nígbà tí òmìnira wá dé fún ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì ní inú túbú láti túbú ọba tó fi wọ́n sí látọjọ́ yìí. Bíbélì wípé ó wá jẹ́ ìyàlẹ́nu ńlá fún Ẹ́sítérì. Mo gbàdúrà gbogbo yín pátápátá bí Ẹ́sítérì àti Mọ́dékáì ti rí àṣeyọrí ogun yẹn. Lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀ rí ẹ̀ sì jẹ́
Àmín
nínú
kó
rẹ̀.
fáyà kan, àṣẹ o, àṣẹ o, Inshallah. Àmín Jésù, àmín.
Àti gbogbo tí àtọkẹ̀ tó ń kọ contribute sí program yìí látàárọ̀ mo gbàdúrà fún gbogbo yín.
Àmín.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ yín ọ̀rẹ́ bíi káùsì.
Inshallah wa qudratillah láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àmín, àmín, àmín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Àwọn ará wọn Bíbélì wípé nígbà tí ọ̀pọ̀ nígbà tí ìlú oníbàárù nígbà náà ni Olúwa yóò gbé àpò ogun rẹ̀
Allahumma àmín. Allahumma àmín.
Mo gbàdúrà kí Olúwa kó síwájú wa bẹ́ẹ̀ sí tì wá tẹ̀ ń lọ níwájú yìí. Gbogbo àwọn tó lè dìde sí ìpinnu yìí àti lẹ́tà tó kọ́ jáde yìí. Lórúkọ Olúwa kó ba ìmọ̀ wọn jẹ́.
Àmín Jésù, àmín.
Àlàáfíà Ọlọ́run ní fi
Àmín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Thank you so much daddy. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Ẹ ṣé gan ni daddy. Agbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So, what more can we ask for? Sherry, Tabat, Mawati mo bọ̀. Àwọn family friends àná. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ ká ọmọ Òdùà ó ti jẹ cookies méjì sáàárọ̀ yìí níbí báyìí. Ó kù díẹ̀ ànípẹ́ wọ studio náà lọ. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa tí à ń bá ìrìn àjò yìí. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kílẹ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ ẹ̀ gé bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ excuse me ẹ ti sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Ẹ̀yà 1 minute péré lẹ́ máa fún yín o because ẹ ti sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ó yá 1 minute péré lẹ́ máa fún yín. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ààrẹ.
Má bínú mọ̀ kó lórí platform ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ but can I suggest something? It's me or my own opinion. His Excellency here. I wouldn't put it there. Reason being, I don't think there's anything excellent about them.
No problem.
I don't think there's anything.
And do excellence is go your kuro no. And do physical your kuro do.
Exactly. The second one, I think our media, I need like to call special work for our media.
Okay.
I lost your platform on the internet.
Okay.
I don't post the letter SB. All government parastatals. Even though I'm send the SB, social media, we've written to you, we've done this, this is what we wrote to you.
Okay.
Communicate with social media. Open social media.
Kódà irú lẹ́tà ìjọ ẹ̀ ká fi sínú newspaper. Irú lẹ́tà ẹ̀ kó wà ní print. Òun náà ni mo ń sọ paper tó wà publish a máa dúró di the next line of action lọ́wọ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ni.
Exactly. I'm up on it, but at least I want a reference to pay a contact when I publish letter. See there. Now, should we government website Nigeria? Káwọn èèyàn máa lọ post ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ suggestion mi ni òun ò ní kàn ṣe o ìjọba tí àwọn bá allow ẹ̀ kọ́ máa lọ gbé síbẹ̀ tí gbogbo ayé máa rí ìdíwé máa gbé sí kọ́ máa post ẹ̀ sí orí page wọn.
No problem.
tí the whole world wọ́n á rí effort pé à ń communicate yẹn pẹ̀lú wọn wọ́n á ní ìdí pé bí owó ọkàn dá sí.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. I'm gonna let you go. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni mo láti jẹ́ kó lọ mo dẹ̀ máa ń gbádùn wọn báyìí bí òyìnbó ṣe ń gbádùn sìgá torí àsìkò náà ni ẹ má bínú àdẹ̀ ní time láàárọ̀ yìí hello ẹ̀ka ọ̀rọ̀ mo ti post lẹ́tà yẹn padà so ti wà live lórí timeline wa fún àǹfààní ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá fi lọ crop ẹ̀ ẹgbọ́n sókè yà wá.
ok ẹ káàárọ̀ mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Ọlọ́run wà lẹ́yìn wa we are getting there. bí wọ́n mú kọ̀ọ̀fẹ́ sọ ni pé ṣẹ́rí àwọn èèyàn wa we have to be careful ká má fi sentiment wọ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Yorùbá nation kò ń ṣe political party kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe religious organization ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá orí olókun àṣà wa ni ká má sọ ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa lọ ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti dé kí kìrìsìtẹ́nì tó dé kí mùsùlùmí tó dé so we have to accept nǹkan tó jẹ́ tiwa so there is nothing bad in it tàbá fi sí ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn that's our symbol gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó sọ pé ṣé wọ́n yọrí ìjà ṣàyé kúrò ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe ìlú yìí orí fún ìlú wà ń bẹ̀ anything. So, agbọ́dọ̀ pé nǹkan ti wá we must appreciate our own thing. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa kò ń ṣe evil we should have that mind. Ká má máa pe nǹkan ti wá ní èṣù àbí devil. No! There's a way people communicate to God. Nǹkan tí àwọn nǹkan ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa jẹ́ ni. Àwọn èèyàn they should please and please and please. Kọ́kọ́ olókùwàdà. They shouldn't be thinking this way. So also, I will not tweet with a lot of places. Can I say Twitter?
Benny. Everywhere, not láti máa lò. Every part, everywhere láti máa lò kò ń ṣe bí kan. So as many places, about till we can get the message to the government or there. It's not literally, it could be any government parastatals, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, the letter can be dropped there. It's just to say we have dropped that letter there, yeah.
Because on my two show, on my online, people will see it as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bashen kí bàbá wa Professor Baji Akintoye bẹ́ẹ̀ náà là ń kí deputy wọn. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn gbòógì tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́ tí ìlànà fi dúró. Mo kí àwọn kan tó yẹ pé ó ní sister mi kan dí lórúkọ wọn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ hard working ní US. I'm not going to give too much details. Very, very hard working. Mo kí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Aki Pastor Dr. Okebiorun-Kosi, the Yoruba Central Office. Mo kí bàbá wa Ayílóge, the Yoruba Central Account. Pẹ̀lú ìyá wa gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní abẹ́ wọn. Mo kí gbogbo chapter ìlànà. Mo kí bàbá wa Ìbà Gani Adams. Mo kí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ Yoruba One Voice. Ìjà tá à ń jà ẹ̀, à ń jà from different. A fẹ́ clog Nigeria. A fẹ́ mobile. Ká mobile ká wá fold ẹ̀ ká squeeze ẹ̀ ká make sure kó pa. So mo kí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ pátápátá. As long as everybody is doing anything to kill Nigeria, it's not important in here. It does not matter whether some of you agree with it or not. Not my own concern. As long as we're going to kill it from different angles. Egbon's okay. Caller.
Hello, brother.
1 minute. Péré after 1 minute, man disconnected. Kẹ̀tìgbọ́n sìn.
Ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa.
Ẹ kú everything. Àjẹkù ètò àná ẹ̀.
Àjọṣe náà ni.
Ọlá amúwadélẹ̀ lèrè. Ṣé dáwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ tí bá sọ ọkọ̀ fún yín? Mo sọ fún ẹ pé títí December kọ́ máa wé pé Nigeria is going to break up. But ọmọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bọ́ ní kò lè pín kò lè ṣe kankan Nàìjíríà kò lè àwọn olè ṣèlè ẹ̀wọ̀n lè jẹ́ kí everything happen. Èmi pọ̀ lẹ́mi kan tún sọ fún mi pé òkè wọ́n á ní òkè títí December ó sọ pé tí kò bá ti pín àtúbẹ̀tì lórí ẹ̀ gan.
Ká máa wòran so
èmi ṣe sọ fún ẹ yẹn máa wòran ọ̀dà náà mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pé but àwọn Tinubu lè jẹ́ kó pín àwọn gbákan wọn
mo àṣà dúpẹ́ lórí mẹ́sẹ̀jì tí ìyàwó fún wa lẹ́yìn àná ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ajẹ́mu adélẹ́lẹ̀ rí Ọlọ́run mú adélẹ́lẹ̀ rí lágbára náà.
Thank you so much. I'm going to let you go.
Yes, sir.
And then let somebody else come through. Emma Binu, Mr. Jide, I think I mistakenly cut it off there. My setup now from studio in Bigger. Wednesday, I'm quite out on Wednesday in the studio. I'm going to say Parliament. Oh, yeah. 1 minute.
Ẹ kú ìrìnàjò àná Ọlọ́run àti wọn fún olókun àtàgbára. Ṣé rí nǹkan bí ẹ̀rẹ́ sọ nípa àwọn religious wa? Àwọn tó ń sọ pé kinní kan ń ṣe kinní kan kí bàbá wa ẹ̀sìn wo lọ́sìn? Àwọn bàbá wa ẹ̀sìn wo lọ́sìn? Àwọn bàbá tó tún jẹ́ pé ó tún bí àwa yìí gan. Kódà pé wọ́n ṣe kìrìsìtẹ́nì wọ́n ṣe mùsùlùmí wọ́n sì gbàgbọ́ nu àwọn ẹ̀sìn ìbílẹ̀ yìí. Àwa generation ti wà yìí lásán ogun ẹ̀mú pátápátá. Kí ló ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn wa gan-an? Wọ́n mú àwọn ẹ̀sìn yìí wá fún wa ní ìpìlẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn ìbílẹ̀ yìí lọ́ba Ògún, Ọya, Ṣàngó. Nídìílé bàbá tèmi, Mùsùlùmí gidi ni wọ́n, èmi ò ẹ́ bá dé tracy sí ẹ̀bọ nínú kí ni wọ́n. Bọ̀ ìdílé ìyá ti tèmi, àwọn ọmọ alágẹmọ gidi ni wọ́n. Gidi tó jẹ́ confam. Ní Ṣàgámù, confam ni wọ́n. Bọ̀ kékeré wá sọ. Ṣé ìtọ́ ìgbà láti gba Muslim sí akíta kí sẹ́yìn sí ká wá sọ àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe wa lọ ni? And that is the culture of the world nínú nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àjọ ń gbé papọ̀ ni. So kí wọ́n ṣàwọn èèyàn wa? So aláta accommodate ara wa ni. So tó bá ti pété ta á wọ àwọn tó yẹ kó lé wa dànù. Àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ọ̀gbọ́n ló yẹ kó lé wa dànù. Because àwọn ọ̀gbọ́n lọ́wọ́ wà lórí kíní yẹn. Káfọ́ tó gbé Islam wa. Kọ́ tó gbé Christianity wa. So aláta accommodate ara wa ni o.
Thank you so much. Monday headline. Emma Binu, I have to let him go. Monday headline kan nísìn lórí Punch lára àǹtí máa sọ. Why Tinubu deserve to succeed Buhari Yoruba actors? Ṣebí mo orúkọ wọn. Support for presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu, was boasted on Wednesday as Yoruba Nollywood superstars openly endorsed the former Lagos State governor. The spine noted their support for APC national leader had become imperative following his support for the movie industry, practitioners, and the ex-governor influence across the country. The actors made their position known in a video clip shared by the veteran actor Yinka Quadri, while some of his colleagues took turns to endorse Tinubu candidacy. Those featured in the video clip were Yinka Quadri, Jide Kosoko, Fausat Balogun, Taiwo Hassan, Femi Adebayo, Shola Kosoko, Fatai Williams, Saheed Balogun, Murphy Afalabi, Eniola Ajawo, among others. 30 seconds. Mo ti drop it down. After 30 seconds, man, disconnected. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. Mo fẹ́ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ passport orí olókùn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Wípé everybody tó bá ń sọ pé olókùn tó wà lórí passport yẹn wípé kò right. Ẹ sọ fún yẹn pé educated illiterate ni. Because gbogbo churches tó lọ open sí another country. Ṣé wọ́n máa sọ fún wọn pé orí nǹkan tó wà lórí owó wọn kò right? Because orí olókùn tó wà lórí owó wa educated illiterate làwọn tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ because wọ́n mọ ìjìnlẹ̀ wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó wà lórí Yorùbá nation wọ́n mọ most things about Yorùbá nation because kaná mọ̀ ni ṣe rí gbogbo orí olókùn ṣé kò sí nífẹ̀ẹ́ ni ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ mi yóò sí nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan mẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo wọn mọ̀ ní àìdá wọn ní mọ̀dé wọn ní mọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ débẹ̀ nǹkan tó yẹn sọ pé orí olókùn yẹn ebi kò yẹ kọ ṣé Jésù tán ọ̀nà yẹn ṣé kò yẹ ṣé tó máa dé lùbòmíì tó máa gbé sórí owó wọn bẹ̀ ṣé máa ń pé òkè o kan yọ kúrò ń bẹ̀. So orí olókùn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ I don't see anything wrong in it.
Thank you so much. That's all I can take on that. I'm just getting ready for Star Radio. We're just 5 minutes going into the program. Just 5 minutes. Achitu are on already.
To victims, she had helped Jeffrey Epstein sexually abused.
So that's
she was sorry for their pain.
So anyway, Mobia Palo ni Matishe. Okay, 528 and 528. All right, let me call this person back. Just 1 minute. I think we've taken as many calls and we've been able to balance the conversation. And to Barayi Benin, there's always some other time. Calls comes in at random. There's a lot of calls that are coming through, and we can only do what we can do as well. All right, this person is no longer there. Let's use this person as our last call for this morning. Any 30 seconds.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Go ahead.
Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tí èmi kàn fẹ́ sọ kò ṣe nǹkan tó pọ̀ jù. Ṣẹ́rí ẹni tí ó bá máa gbọ́ bí bàbá tó sọ pé èrè ẹ̀ ń dẹ́rù bò ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré fẹnu bà yẹn. Ẹ má yẹ ká tan ara wa jẹ. Àwọn àfáà tí mo ti ń kírun lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ wá sí tó ṣe fún mi gan. Ó jẹ́ kí n nígbàgbọ́ ní pé ìbílẹ̀ òní the best lójú ọ̀nà. Ó ní pé àwọn kúrò láti Èkó láti Kwara àwọn lọ sí Ìlọrin àwọn Haúsá ń dúgbò àwọn èèyàn lọ́wọ́. Olóhùn gangan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Olóhùn dẹ̀ wo nǹkan ọmọ àtìyàwó méjì ṣẹ́ ń gbọ́ Mr. Koiki. Ó ní báwọn ṣe bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ ní mọ́tò báyìí wọ́n kó àwọn Yorùbá tó wà ń bí wọn fẹ́ dúgbò wọn. Olóhùn ní kíyàwó òun àtọmọ òun kó di òun dẹ̀ gbàrin wọn báyìí. Òun gbàrin wọn lọ títí. Bọ́ǹgbà tó máa parí ètò onípò ìṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó sọ lórí mobile. Wípé kì í ṣe lecture tó yẹ kó ṣe lórí mobile pé but kó wọn náà fúnra ara ẹ̀ dọ́gbọ́n ara ẹ̀ kò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Gbogbo tí bàbá yẹn sọ pé ń dẹ́rù bà àwọn náà ṣoògùn jù. Báyìí máa ṣe nìyẹn gbogbo wọn àti pásítọ̀ ṣoògùn fún ọmọ ìjọ àbá ṣoògùn fún ọmọ ìjọ wọn tí wọn ní sọ fún ẹ mo fẹ́ àbá kan sọ pé wọn ìmọ̀ tí ń jẹ́ bí wọ́n á lọ sọ́dọ̀ gbà àsìlámù àlejò àpò màtẹ̀ tó jọ mẹ́ta ṣẹ́ ṣe kíní bàbá àgbà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní lọ́ra kíní lọ sọtí sá.
Ẹ gan ni alàgbà. Thank you so much. I won't be able to go further. Hello caller. Ṣé fi dá sétò ni? Any 30 seconds because mo máa lọ lórí Star Radio nísìn. Go ahead.
All right. Ẹ ṣe gan. Yeah, mo ti send message kan sórí WhatsApp yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ láwọ̀rẹ́. But no Nigeria number mi ni. Àti Renam lè ti pè é sí.
Renam.
So àwọn àjọ program yẹn mo wọ́n mọ́jú ní àárọ̀ yìí ni. But mo wà impressed gidi gan kí n má gbé high school. So kọ́kọ́ mo kàn fẹ́ chipping mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ sórí WhatsApp yẹn náà mo kàn fẹ́ chipping kọ́kọ́ ni. Irú passport yẹn tí wọ́n kọ the Republic of Yorùbá. Bó ṣe stop yẹn ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé when you are reading a sentence without putting full stop, or to back up and they see something worse ahead, to back feel Yoruba nation or the Republic of Yoruba Kingdom. See what you call Chico.
Send email sí wọn info@Òmìnira Yorùbá 2020 info@OmìniraYorùbá2020.org.
Okay.
Send email sí wọn. All right. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Màá dẹ̀ ka message yín as well. Thank you so much. Right. And that's all the calls. Emabinu, I can't go further because I'm team change the outfit me. So I can play around on Wednesday or the studio. Back in the other laptop because your man loud the joke. Because then with about lórí studio, gbogbo can go with the laptop ele. Ó dà pé audio laptop ele kò powerful tó ele. So you can start if you it's not easy alone. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó easy fún wa pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ tá gbé dání. Àwọn èèyàn rò pé easy ni wọ́n mọ̀ pé media is a very ẹ bá rí gbogbo cable tó wà nílé mi. And I wonder pé and every day I have to pack them away because of the children. Àfi tí bá lọ sí studio the other big one money, but yet everything to was set up you are anything the ṣe mo ní láti máa take it down òjò kan ló rọ̀ yìí òjò máa lọ dé ìkẹ́ let me quickly prepare this mo ń lọ lórí live radio báyìí màá ní láti bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi later I speak màá pè later mo ń lọ lórí Star Radio nísìn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ọ̀rọ̀ not at all ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn councillor wa nìyẹn mo ní dárúkọ wọn àwọn councillor wa níbí báyìí nìyẹn the Yorubas and they doing very well òjò ló ń rọ̀ yẹn òjò àlùbáríkà ló ń rọ̀ yẹn men's corner aside to my brother mo fẹ́ change ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ change outfit mi ẹ̀jẹ̀ nǹkan máa gbọ́ achilọ̀ tí máa fi dé eléyìí wà more loud than the other one tá a máa ń lò òjò ló ń dùn yàn. tó bá dọ̀la Lady K is hosting Authoritative as well tomorrow. Okay, so 4 o'clock. Someone call me be at ráyè béèrè tẹ́ bá send message sí be Lady K. The more I know of our time, she'll be able to. So let me just put this there while I come back. Kíkọ́ la fi sáré change aṣọ mi. So màá kọ́ play kan náà fídíò tí ẹgbẹ́ lánàá náà ni níbi tí ìyá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. So màá kọ́ fast forward tí màá fi padà dé. Mo ń padà bọ̀.
Àní mo ní kí ẹ ṣe kó lè da nǹkan tẹ̀ ń pariwo lé lórí Yorùbá nation kó lè gbọ́ kó lè rinlẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn Biafra ló ń gbọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó gbọ́ ti yín náà nígbà yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ kúrò sí ìyẹn. Ó ti tán mo ti jíṣẹ́. Lẹ́tà ni mo gbọ́ pé àǹkan tó ń lọ ní ká fi sílẹ̀ wọ́n padà lò. Orúkọ tó ń jẹ́ YSDM. Lára orúkọ tó lọ ní kí n fi sílẹ̀ fún wọn ni. Structure tó ń lò lẹ́yìn structure tó lọ ní kí n fi sílẹ̀ fún wọn ni. Bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Ẹni tí ò bá mọ̀ nu wọn kó lọ wádìí. Ọlọ́run ló ní gbogbogbò kò sí ètò kan mi Ọlọ́run ló ràn mí gbàtọ́ dẹ̀ ti di bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí mo tún wà lọ́hùn mo dẹ̀ rí pé wọ́n ṣe rally yìí pé United Nations nǹkan mo ló tiẹ̀ dà ìgbà tí mo wá rí pé kinní yóò gbéra náà ó dẹ̀ tún mo ti ń gbọ́ pọ́n fẹ́ dìbò mo ní kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan mo dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ tọ́nà ń pariwo pé àmínà kan àjẹ àmínà ní UN òun ni ò jẹ́ kí petition tán gbé lọ kíní kan kó ṣẹlẹ̀ òun ló da gbogbo ẹ̀rú mo wá lókè no problem mo wá wádìí lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó ní ọ̀rọ̀ níta ìpè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n gbé petition wá tẹ́ dànù wọ́n nílò wọ́n lẹ́yìn ọkàn ò da petition nu o wọ́n ní wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kankan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ afẹ́dádúró náà wọ́n lọ́kàn sọ̀rọ̀ atrocities táwọn Fúlàní commit ni nígbà tó dẹ̀ ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní náà sàn án ní kọ́ lọ fòfin ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lófin nílùú yẹn lọ fòfin ìlú yín ṣe mo ní Ọlọ́run o mo wá padà mo wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá wádìí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń get information yìí pé àṣà àwọn olóṣèlú ló lọ́ ń rà wọ́n àwọn kan tó ń ba nǹkan jẹ́ tó ń da nǹkan rú tó ń tì síwájú mo ní yé ǹjẹ́ mo tún mọ̀ pé kí ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú kó wáyé ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ tún wọ́n pé kí 2023 kó wáyé ṣá ẹ gbàgbé ìbò kò ní sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ nìyẹn mo wá ní wọ́n lọ́ọ́ ṣàánú fún mi kí ni wọ́n á fẹ́ ṣe báyìí Ọlọ́run wá ní ètò wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn ní pé òun ò rán mi sí ẹgbẹ́ mọ́ o Ọlọ́run ní òun rán mi sí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá direct Ọlọ́run lòun rán mi sí wọn á bẹ Ọlọ́run báwo ni kì í ṣe máa ṣe ó dẹ̀ fún mi lọ́nà ẹ̀ òun ni òmìnira 2022 Yorùbá 2022 tẹ̀ níyẹn o.
All right, we're gonna stop this.
So mo wá Ọlọ́run wá ní kí n gbé kalẹ̀ kò kí.
I need to join the studio now. All right, let's call them. You can follow the conversation, okay? You can follow the conversation. Hey, glasses me to that. Oh my God. The glasses is okay. Yeah. Might be no. Hey, don't make noise. I'm going on the studio now. Okay? I don't want any of your noise in my studio conversation. No, I don't need the fan. Ojoro, don't turn any fan on. Don't turn any fan on. And I don't want you to disturb me now. For this September, but we're living full time, you see. So now let's go speak to the studio. I want to control more you. Could noise them out on video. You don't have that. You must share it. If you don't listen, it's late. It's not too much. the phone is running bigger. So we should feel socket late. I can take prepare. No, it's on about the phone. I'm well already. Sorry,
well-documented that is pleasing for you. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will use. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Kampra, Sofoli, Tohinia, Ogome, Dodova, Guneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive to Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Krampon Senior High School and Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website, www.myafricaproperty.com, or call our UK office on 0208 123 25. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 985 184 994145. You can also email us at myafricaproperty.com.
Welcome back to the program. It is Star Radio UK. On your flyer at the moment, or on your screens at the moment, those of you who are watching us live, there's a flyer for tonight's Niger Voices, where Mr. Olabi Koiki will be bringing you as his guest, Bishop Adeyemo Adeshina, and they'll be talking about Yoruba Nation self-defense is your legal right. Is it? You think it's yours? Can you afford it? Well, we're going to be looking into all that in the next few moments. But Yomi, I can't see you. I can't see you. I can't see you. I don't know whether he stood up to turn something around. Okay, let's wait for him.
Okay, that's strange. Can't see me.
Yeah.
My camera is on me. How is it that I can't see me?
This update.
What are you taking?
And JJ, what is your area code? Because I wasn't sure that 090. I wasn't sure which area, which country that would be, and then I'll get the area code. So please, JJ. All right then. Okay, thank you very much, JJ. All right then. Now we've got Mr. Olayomi Koiki, who is on. Interestingly. Okay, let me see what is happening here. Let me see. Yomi, don't worry. I can see you. Then you vanish. Then you appear again. Yeah, you've appeared now. That's good. Oh, okay, it's Nigeria. Okay. Okay, JJ, thank you. I'll do that. I'll do that. All right then. So let me go to Yomi. Yomi, good morning to you.
Well, it is a very good morning to you, Mr. Archie. Good morning to all our listeners and viewers from around the globe. And we say welcome to Star Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. 29th of June, 2022. 9 minutes past, and we do not have the time this morning, so we're going to do it as swiftly, as quickly as possible.
Yes. How are you doing, and how is the family?
Well, the family are doing very well. Looking at the window, I'm not sure whether there is rain on the other side of where you are, but just looking at the window, it's been raining in the last an hour plus. Still a little bit tired as usual because there was a long conversation yesterday on the Yoruba Nation with another interview that we had with our guest through the media, Chief Mrs. Modupe Abiola, and that took us up to the bit of late night. But as usual, we're back again this morning to deliver the question. And I'm sure you probably must have picked the news that Scotland is also asking for a referendum by Nicola Sturgeon. So we had a bit of conversation on that yesterday after the morning show with some of our listeners, just to be able to link that a little bit with the ongoing self-determination back in Nigeria.
Yes, listeners, Mr. Olayomi Koiki for you. Yomi, a quick point before we move on to the conversation that we have today. Yesterday, I shared that video with you, and I know that you might have watched it later on. I mean, look at the Black Africans. Now, we will talk about Ghanaians, we talk about Nigerians, we talk about those in the West African area who, because of the way our governments are treating us, people think that the best way forward is to just leave the country and then get to some place like Morocco, and the way they were being treated like animals. What is the reaction to that, and the reaction to the way our governments are treating us?
Well, the reaction has literally generated a lot of conversation, and I actually saw that the United Nations is now requesting a probe to 23 lives, innocent Africans, and we do believe that some of them are also Nigerians that are trying to look for a better life, a greener pasture. I was listening to another self-determination presenter known as Simon Ekpa yesterday, and he said the reason why people were being stopped is the moment you are able to cross to Europe, you also start looking at Europe and then demanding your own full right to what is happening back in African countries. So that means they will do everything to stop a lot of Africans from crossing over. I mean, those that came in with a visa, which I was telling some of our listeners this morning before I came on air, that we might not even understand, the threat to life that those that have to go through the road. I mean, people like us came in through, an aircraft. So that means we were fed in the aircraft. We landed at immigration. They asked the question, and we were allowed in. Compared to how many people that have died, we're talking about children, adult mothers, and some family are still in the hope that their loved ones are in Europe, not knowing they've died in the Mediterranean Sea. Watching that video makes me cry, especially when you think about the amount of money that have been taken out of Africa, and yet so many Africans are suffering because of the negligence of a failed government.
Well, listeners, that's a sad story there. As I said, I can't put it on our broadcast because I put it there. You're going to
Community,
block the broadcast. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Just bear with us whilst Mr. Lally going to be. Yeah. So I can't put it there, and that is why. But if you inbox us, we will send or we share that information with you there. But it's All Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now let's look at some of the stories making the rounds. Now, first and foremost, will the 2023 election hold at all? Sure.
Will the 2023 election hold at all? It looks like you're right in my mind, because I did ask the question, to some of my listeners, whether those are disagree, or if we even remove, the agitation that is currently ongoing in Nigeria. Nigeria, as it is right now, is really, really unstable, and that means the chances of whether the government will allow a 2023 election to go ahead with the time frame that we have is something that should be of concern to so many of us. We were in the ground, Star Radio UK, just before, that election, the last one in 2019, and we saw that a lot happened that we reported back before I came back again to UK. But the question you've asked is, will 2023 election hold? I would say the 2023 election will definitely not hold, because the government itself, from intelligence, will come out with the military, and there will be a coup just before that time.
Yeah, we hope to see what is going to happen. We'll be monitoring it very, very closely. But we know we have pressed the time already, and we've got it's now quarter-past. But so why are the candidates actually taking the INEC on board, taking the INEC to court? And again, the question is, is there going to be a different ruling when it comes to the courts? Because we know every time the court rules in favor of government. So the INEC, which is supposed to be an independent body, yet working hand in hand with government, they are the ones going to get the verdict in their favor. So what is it?
Well, as more Nigerians are, getting their PVC, in the hope that an election will come through, that will be peaceful. There's also a aggrieved aspirant that reject INEC list and now begin multiple court cases. That is the headline. The list of candidates contesting the 2023 elections have sparked multiple court cases by the aggrieved aspirant in many of the states. So that means that already each of these political parties, whether the Labour Party, the APC, the PDP, or any other, which mostly is most of the two major parties, because there's always a compromise, in who the aspirant will be. So what we are looking at is some of the states where the aggrieved aspirants are challenging the list include Ogun State. I'm going to talk about a little bit about Ogun State. We were a witness to that, in 2019 when we traveled home, where the current senator, that was the former governor, Amosun, was, supporting a different candidate to the party. And that also created a lot of, pressure, where the vice president, had to travel back and forth to Ogun State. So Ogun State is already on the list this morning. Gombe, Plateau, Akwa Ibom, Benue, Kano, and Taraba. Some of the aspirants faulted the list submitted by the parties and published by the Independent National Electoral Commission. So that means political parties had on June 17 submitted on the commission the list of their candidates, and definitely those that they thought were meant to be in that list found themselves missing, just as this has happened when you have an exam where you're expecting a result to get into the university. Your name will be on the list, but be rest assured that your name will not be there for the final push.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, so well, are they supporters of the? Okay, because there are other sprinter groups. Are they vying to be presidential candidates or
not literally presidential candidate? I mean, that one I believe is already sorted out, apart from the running mate that the APC were still waiting for. The PDP have been able to sort themselves out. Let's go back again to Ogun State as an example. Sonia Akindele, the media aide to Senator Tolu Odebeyi, who lost the Ogun West senatorial primary to the incumbent senator representing the Lagos West, Olamile Kandiola. This is a man that has been, a senator in the constituency of Alimosho. He has done his best there, for those that believe he's doing his best, but those that think that he's not doing his best. But he's now moved to Ogun State, where he wants to contest as well. So you can see that, the politicians are never satisfied. And that means, Akindele said Senator Debbie is challenging the case in the court. There was an injunction before the primary election stopping Yayi from partaking. Like I said, Lagos as Alimosho is one of the biggest local government in Lagos State. And that was exactly where, Star Radio UK, did a bit of observation during the presidential election, when we traveled down. Let's look at another state as an example. If we go back to, again, there's another issue in Ogun State, the House of Representatives. Jim Ojugbele is challenging a former commissioner for forestry, Tunji Akinosi, whose name is on the INEC list. So you can see that it's not from the presidential aspect, it's from the local one, from the House of Rep and the senatorial, ticket.
Well, if you are listening to us, the question is, do you think the election 2023 is going to hold the top? Or as Yomi is saying, that there might be some coup d'etat saying that, well, there's unrest in the country and therefore we're taking over and then nothing will happen. What is going to happen? We want to know your thing. What do you think about it? Well, it's that Radio UK. Now let's come on straight. Now we know one thing that is troubling the country is insecurity. And we're talking about the fact that these bandits, those that they are calling bandits, should not be called bandits. They should be called terrorists, so that they will. The Matawale has approved death penalty for bandits. Signs anti-banditry bill. The law also provides that anyone found guilty of aiding and abetting will be liable to life or 20 or 10 years imprisonment without option of a fine. So it is quite a strong one. Do you think it's gone far enough and that will deter these bandits or banditry in the country?
Well, before that, let's listen to what a repentant bandit, as we've been told, but this is what the late Dr. Malafia had to tell us before he died.
And the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense.
Okay, he doesn't talk nonsense, but may so rest in perfect. So what the governor is actually saying, Matawale has now approved a death penalty for those known as bandits, but from what we know, they are the same, whether it's a bandit, Boko Haram, or the ISIS or the ISWAP. Signs this anti-banditry bill. The law also approves that anyone found guilty of aiding and abetting will be liable to more than 10 to 20 years imprisonment without an option of a fine. Governor Bello Matawale on Tuesday signed these into the law. And the law, which came into force with immediate effect as the death penalty for convicts are related to in Zamfara State. Why is this? Because we have seen continuous attack on innocent Nigerians, not just in that axis, but in almost every part of the country. How the government, in terms of the federal, will react to this is something else, because we do know there's a lot of compromise when it comes to the current security architect in Nigeria that has enabled, these terrorists to become more powerful in the country.
Well, listeners, it is Star Radio UK updates from Nigeria with Mr. Olaimi Koiki. Because of our time, so we'll just move on straight to some of the others, and then we can talk about what is going to happen on Nigeria Politics today. Over to you, Joe.
Well, it looks like we would apply diplomatic pressure to help Ike Ekeremadu. That is coming from, the reps this morning, as definitely as one of them. They will do everything. The House of Representatives has resolved to intervene in the organ harvesting case in the United Kingdom involving a former deputy president of the Senate, Senator Ike Ekeremadu, and his wife Beatrice, urging the British authority to handle the case fairly. Is it not interesting that the same House of Rep is not telling the British to handle the case of Nnamdi Kanu fairly, but they are talking about one of them that has now been alleged of organ harvesting. But like I always say, let's allow the British law to do the needful, as we know. So we're just going to take one more because of the time, but later on tonight we will have ample of time to look at so many other issues and areas of the news coming out of Nigeria. So the one that we're going to take is IPOB kicks as court dismissed Kanu bail application. It was appearing in the court yesterday. It's still as strong as you might want to think, even though almost a year after he was kidnapped, rendition back to Nigeria, it doesn't seem to have lost his hope in terms of his belief for the actualization of the Biafra self-determination, which again is a peaceful one, even though the government doesn't believe so. This is what he had to say from the court yesterday.
No. What should I do? It's what we expect to happen. But I want our people to be very calm. I want Biafra land to be calm and peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people, not to kill them. We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here. I will continue to do so until we get freedom.
Well, until he gets freedom. So I think some of when, somebody like this talks, it gets, the government very angry, but they have no choice. He has to speak to people when he arrives in the court, even though they've not given him a bail condition application, which they believe is a flight risk. But what he said is, we will continue. The reason why I am being kept in this custody of the government is because of what he believes in. He says to the Biafrans, he wants the Biafra land to be calm, and the actualization of a Biafra nation is non-negotiable. So according to what the Unhinged are saying is, they disagree with what has happened, when they couldn't get a bill for Nnamdi Kanu, the case will be coming back again in November. But Justice Inyako, while dismissing the motion, upheld the arrest warrant against the Self and IPOB leader. The court said Kanu, who jump bail granted him on held ground, cannot turn around to make allegation of lack of fear of hearing. Justice Inyako held the court was adequately represented in the court when the federal government applied for a warrant of arrest, and that is surety, Senator Enyin Naya Aberibe was also in the court as well. So it was a full court hearing yesterday, but the Ohanize has kicks against it. The secretary to the southeast zone of Ohanize, Chief Dem Okeke Ogani, has attributed the court verdict to Buhari's statement. Remember, the president spoke about Nnamdi Kanu to Boris Johnson, giving him a bill, it will be a flight risk.
Yeah. Well, listeners, it is Start Radio UK. It is Wednesday edition of the morning show, and therefore we wouldn't have enough time for you. But, well, this evening is all going to be happening live. Yomi, you have, let me put a flyer there. We have the one and only Bishop Adeyemo who's going to be your guest. And you are looking at Yoruba Nation self-defense. It's your legal right. So what is he going to be talking about there?
Well, as we know, the ongoing killings in Nigeria, the death rate that continue because of the lack of support from the government. So tonight at exactly 1800 hours, myself and my guest will address some of these issues. Self-defense as a legal right in the fraudulent Nigerian constitution, self-defense as a vital right from religious perspective from the Bible, self-defense as a universal civil right from the United Nations Chapter Agreement. And all these will be part of the conversation tonight with my guest. We will want as many people to join us, especially those that are concerned of whether their safety is something that the government must protect, or they would also have to do a protection against themselves. All that I'll be looking when I have my guest with me later on, this evening at about 1800 hours, which is 6 p.m. local time in Nigeria and the local time here, BST time.
Listeners, so that is it for you. Let me say thank you very much to Mr. Olayomi Koiki. But remember, this evening is going to be with you, bringing you Niger voices and having a special guest, Bishop Adeyemo Adesina. And they are looking at security, self-defense. All right, do you qualify for that or not? Make sure you make a date with Yomi. Yomi, thank you very much.
Have a very good morning and bye for now.
Bye-bye. All right then, now let's quickly take a commercial break. We'll look at some of the others.
All right, that's how far we can go. I'm going to end the podcast as well. Okay, I'm just reading. I need your number +447594050979. Amodua, going to school soon, okay? All right, so let's take up to 12 o'clock and then we wind down so that Fanfana team sorry. Why? Me drop it. Me lost student earlier. Mr. Kim.
Yeah.
Am I dropping you?
Yeah.
Omodua. Am I dropping you? Mommy drop you. Toby Lover.
Yeah.
Am I dropping you?
Yeah.
It's a good call my drop home. Oh yeah, kí lọ ṣe coffee man. Ṣé ká gba call díẹ̀ sí èèyàn wa. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín o. Ẹ má yẹ kí nǹkan kó fòrò pé Yorùbá nation rẹ̀ wáyé. Battery lè gan tẹ̀tí lọ́lẹ̀ anyway ṣàmà láti end. Mo charge gbogbo àwọn fóònù dáadáa. Mo sọ wọn kọ́ ìmọ̀ bá mi pa náà fóònù nígbà tí mo sí Nàìjíríà. Báwo ṣe máa wà ní UK tí fóònù bí wọ́n máa kú. And this is a new phone tó yẹ kí battery máa. Ìyá mi àmẹ́ná mo kí gbẹ̀yìn ti Saudi Arabia. So anyway, let's wind down so that Bishop Adesina board ìrọ̀lẹ́ káwá tó bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. 11:31 Bishop Adesina ń bọ̀ nírọ̀lẹ́. Ẹ má kí èèyàn kan fi ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì sí wa lọ́kàn pé gbogbo tá à ń ṣe ò lè bọ́ sí. Ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n kan pé kíní tẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí ṣe máa bọ́ sí. Wọ́n á dàbí àlá ni. Chief mami ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti sọ ó náà kàn máa jí níjọ́ kan máa wà ní Yorùbá nation. But ìjà yẹn làwọn èèyàn kan fi gbọ́ ni ìjà ti tàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká rí tàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Èmi náà gbàdúrà ká rí tàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ọ̀hún sọ náà fi pé bóyá a fẹ́ kí tàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ wà. Ọ̀tọ́jú láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn gunmen attack Ebonyi community kill 3 persons. Kí ló ń ní by gunmen terrorist ni. Ó yẹ bá agbóhùn sókè 1 minute ni o after 1 minute I'm disconnect. Ẹ káàbọ̀. Àdáhùn yín lòun.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi tí ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹjọ́ yẹn ní pé ní òru òbí nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe ìṣiṣẹ́ wọn ní kọ́ńpìnì wọn ṣe gbà náà nìyẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe ìgò fẹ́sí.
Ó gbà náà kọ́ńpìnì wọn gbà náà àbí kí lẹ sọ.
Kọ́ńpìnì wọn ó gbà náà ní àwọn wọ́n ṣáàjì kan níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti máa ń ṣègò jáde ẹ̀mọ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ máa yí kìlọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So kọ́ńpìnì yẹn wá gbà náà kọ́ńpìnì àwọn panápaná ní ẹ̀sà wọ́n ní àwọn panápaná tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n tó márùn-ún.
Kò ní sóbèrè kéde panápaná. Kò ní sóbèrè rẹ̀ panápaná kẹ̀.
Àwọn mọ́tò yẹn ó ní fẹ́ máa rí bí pé àwọn mọ́tò tuntun ńlá wọ́n ní ọkọ̀ owó ni nípa pé wọ́n ní òun wá wò pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dá mọ́ láyéláyé.
Kọ́lùkálùkù máa tọ́ra wọn pé Tinubu ló máa wá ṣe Nàìjíríà máa dà wọ́n tọ́ra wọn ni.
Wọ́n ní wípé wọ́n wá gbé ànọ́dá mọ́tò ní ìwà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wá kó oríṣiríṣi júùsì sínú ẹ̀ wọ́n wá háìdì rẹ̀ fún àwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ní pé wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ iná ni wípé sọ́kà kan máa ti wá parí ẹ̀tàn ọmọ àwa mú ẹni jùùsì kan bá wù wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa mú wọ́n ní wọ́n wò pé wípé
Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone completely. Ó máa tó yé wọn kò tí yé wọn ní ìyá mi gbogbo wọn ló máa yé ṣé èèyàn kan ṣáàkú ṣá iṣẹ́ ti tán mà nìyẹn ibi tí iṣẹ́ bá ti jóná. Àdúpẹ́ fọlọ́. Àdúpẹ́ fọlọ́.
Mo wá sọ fún mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ẹ bá ti ṣe program nígbà lọ sọ́ọ̀gbẹ̀ lórí amúlọ́sọ́lá àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà máa wára wa pé màá wá dé màá wá pè mí ó máa wá ṣàlàyé fún mi bó ṣe jẹ́.
Ok, ẹ ṣe gan-an ìyá wa ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ yọ. Olúkálùkù ń tọrọ ẹ ṣe gan-an ìyá mi yàrá Kuwait níyà yẹn wà àwọn lọ́jọ́ kí n mọ̀ pé owó Kuwait lágbára gan-an àwọn tó wà nílé kàn deceive ara wọn ni ṣe rí àwọn tó wà nílé problem tó wà níbẹ̀ ni pé they are hoping that bí miracle kankan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tó máa change it I don't think they are looking out ṣe rí wọ́n pe kinní kan ní ṣé index ni àbí index INDEX ṣe rí owó tó ń wọ Nàìjíríà nísìn wọ́n fi san gbèsè ni owó tó ń wọ Nàìjíríà báyìí láwọn owó kékeré yàtọ̀ sí tó ń jí o wọ́n fi ń san gbèsè ni èmi lẹ́wọ̀n pé economy máa bá ìtì àwọn èèyàn ká tó wọ 2023 ẹ máa bẹ̀ wá pé ẹ fẹ́ jáde ẹ fẹ́ bà nǹkan jẹ́ màá ní àárọ̀ ẹ̀yìn kẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nkù yín àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n yín tó sì ń sọ pé ká máa ṣe Nàìjíríà ẹ ti understand wọ́n sì ní owó ní account ọ̀tọ̀ ní kéèyàn ní owó kówó yẹn máa grow owó yẹn ò lè grow Nàìjíríà because nǹkan kan ṣiṣẹ́ Nàìjíríà ó dúró àti dé mo rí ń bẹ̀ mo rí ìyá mi Ọlájùmọ̀kẹ́ orí YouTube lẹ́wà láàárọ̀ ìyá mi ẹ má move around mi má rìn lórí Koiki Odùduwà JP àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nísìn so bó bá fúnyàn ní èlò ló lè fúnyàn láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn pé ẹ lọ ṣe business ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ ọjọ́ gbé yẹ̀wò pé tí bá ní mo fẹ́ fúnyàn ní owó nísìn ó dà ẹ wá ṣe business ẹ lọ ṣe business èlò lẹ fi péyàn lè fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ business it doesn't matter how small mo rí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ti gbórí wọlé ẹ ti jí Ekaro. My beautiful sister, Elena. Love you, Shani. Mama, if you go for 3 years. That was silent people. Some man woo me. One woo me by. One woo me are silent ones. In the middle, we know until I took Belaro, they will be forced to call out. I'm a boy. I'm a buff one. Not I call better 1 year. Now they find $20,000. Any bag will come in. Lie. Committee wa no wait on. The background is dark. A battery phone yẹn ti ń lọ́lẹ̀ ni. Ẹ má bínú. Phone tí mo dẹ̀ ń lò yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé náà wá báyìí. Okay. Ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé sórí laptop yìí. Ṣé ó da díẹ̀? Iná tẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ẹni kì í ṣàtọ̀nà. Ẹ láìkì bó ṣe dúdú àbí. Ìlú wo lẹ́wà Mr. Mori? Wọ́n ní the background is dark. Bẹ́ẹ̀ báyọ̀ sí ní Nàìjíríà ẹ tó bá sí Nàìjíríà ń láìkì kí wọ́n bá dark wọ́n sì mi ò láìka máa paná nínú ilé ìyẹn lè fẹsẹ̀ gbà. Hello
sir.
Ẹ fẹ́ dá sórí ètò ni mo ti ní kẹ́ ẹ máa pe nọ́mbà yẹn studio line ní kẹ́ ẹ máa pe òun ló stable. Ẹ dá mi lóhùn mo ní èlò níyàn lè fún yàn ní Nàìjíríà pé kẹ́ fi lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ business ìyàn kan ní you are looking good ìlú òyìnbó ni. Tẹ́ bá fún yàn ní 100,000 naira pé kó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ business nísìn kó kọ̀ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ small scale wóróbo gba pure water 100,000 ẹ lè kó 100,000 fún yàn nísìn in the next 6 months a tún padà wá báyìí pé òun tún ní another 100,000 mo ṣeré. Hello. À ń gbọ́ yín o.
Hello sir, àbúrò ẹ káàsán sá o.
Ìlú wo lẹ́yìn wà tẹ́tí wà lọ́sàn-án? Ẹ bá yẹ pé sórí studio line. Nọ́mbà tó parí pẹ̀lú 979 yẹn ẹrù ti pọ̀ jù lórí ẹ̀. It's a new phone but for whatever reason I don't know. Ó dà pé mo rò bọ́ design wọ́n sọ fúnra wà báyìí. The amount of messages and calls. It's a new phone. You can say it. But unfortunately, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn àfi tó bá calm. Ojú ìfẹ́ jọjú pàdé mi Mr. Alex Ọlámọ́mì fẹ́ jọ pàdé mi kan dùn. Ìyẹn wà lórí program lánàá nígbà tá à ń bá Unitary sọ̀rọ̀. Show yẹn was fantastic. Lockdown ni. 100,000 can start business for now in Nigeria. I only start tàbá ní kọ́ lọ máa ṣe pure water 100,000 naira. Ṣé 100,000 lè start a pure water business ni? I started now. Ọmọ mi níjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ ìjẹ̀bú afi pòmù gàrí àbíkílẹ̀ máa ń sọ. 100,000 is just for shop alone. Irú ènìyàn nígbà ṣọ́ọ̀pù kẹ̀. Tí bá sọ pé èèyàn máa ṣe 100,000 naira bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn tó máa ta pure water lórí títì ni tó máa kiri pure water nínú òrùn níbo ló ti fi gba ṣọ́ọ̀pù nínú ẹ̀. No, 100,000 can't start pure water business. No, ẹni tó máa lọ máa gbà tún ta ní òkú ń ṣe ẹni tó fi máa produce ẹ o. Ẹ máa sọ mí nù náà. Ẹni tó kọ̀ máa lọ máa gba omi pure water tó ń jèrè whatever lórí ẹ̀ òun ni mò ń sọ kò ń ṣe ẹni tó fi establish pure water business. Ẹni tó kọ̀ máa lọ máa gbọ́ omi yẹn. Bàbá Koiki kó ètò the passport is good. Okay, èmi náà like passport yẹn. Tó bá ti ọmọ aláàtì ṣe prototype ẹ̀ jáde we see how it goes. What I just say is bíyàn mi bá tún jáde láàárọ̀ yìí tó ní Yorùbá nation yìí ká tún gbà báyìí tó dẹ̀ confam látọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ a tún tẹ̀lé. I think people are just worried that ìyá tó jáde yìí ẹ̀yìn kó máa ṣáìn gbogbo wa báyìí. Lẹ́yìn ká sọ mọ́ èmi ti sọ pé elephant ìmọ̀ kókó máa pé Unitary máa join wa ní 2 years ago nígbà tí mo ní elephant láti Nàìjíríà a máa palẹ̀ anywhere ní kíní kan mi. The system will swallow it at a point. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí mo fi lò gangan nìyẹn mo bá fún yàn 100,000 pé ó dá báàgì mélòó ló lè gbà lọ gba báàgì 10 gba 100,000 yìí láàárọ̀ yìí má tún bá mi mọ́ after 6 months o wàláì after 1 month máa wá bá yín sórí kò ní mọ́bí tó wò yẹn wọlé sí. Èèyàn kan dábàá báyìí they need to buy wheelbarrow, which is cost 30,000. Ṣé Nigeria lẹ́yìn wà ní? You know, no mechanism to support anything. Wọ́n fà wọ́n pé rate speed tí ìyá ìfi ń lọ ìyá ì máa ṣé ẹ fi yẹ kó speed tẹ́lẹ̀ ni? Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ yóò tẹ̀ yé mi? Ṣé bá fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation ni? Ṣé ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣé tempo Yorùbá nation yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ wà lẹ̀ ni? Ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà lókè ni. But well coordinated. Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn media máa sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ yìí o. Yorùbá Central World Media wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ ní as usual time. Pèmí máa lọ sí studio mi dẹ́ jìnnà sílẹ̀. But tí bá wà ní studio kò ní sí ó ní àwọn àjàsọ̀ kan tá máa ń fi sí ní sẹ́ this is Star Radio. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kọ̀ọ̀kan ní àwọn gbádùn interview àti onítìrì tó ṣe yẹn àtúnjàsìn this is Star Radio UK. Baba, you are busy these days, Baba. 100,000 isn't doing anything, no, Baba. Even pure water seller pay for ticket and all that. Part of a business like I so quick I could free 100,000. It didn't contract on the pay. It show economy the budget ni. Normally 100,000 to buy pay economy to share to operate to the standard tí a fẹ́ kó operate. 100,000 naira should run a successful business. Irú ẹni yẹn nísìn máa ṣàlàyé fún yín tó bá yẹ pé irú ìlú yìí lọ fún mi ní ọ̀sọ̀ pé nísìn mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ business ó wá fún mi ní grant of £1,000. Government máa tún subsidize mi ní so many things. Wọ́n máa fún mi ní staff ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa wọ́n máa fún mi ní staff tó máa wá ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ mi government ló máa sanwó staff yẹn. Ẹ ti understand what mo mean? Tí bá lọ bá government ní sẹ́yìn pé mo fẹ́ dá business sílẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣe gbogbo paper wa máa dúró máa wo gbogbo máa vẹ́tẹ̀ tó bá wá fún mi lówó wá tún fún mi ní staff ẹ tí gbọ̀ngàn ni mo sọ wọ́n lè fún mi ní staff wọ́n lè béèrè pé staff mélòó ni mo fẹ́ mo lè ní bí abẹ́ mẹ́ta but mo lówó ti fi sọ fún wọn but oní pure water yẹn nísìn kò lè expand because òun nìkan ló máa run business yẹn yẹn kan ní 100,000 can only start a ewédú and vegetable business ara ẹ̀ náà ni business náà ni tó bá jẹ́ ewédú and vegetable náà business kan náà ni but government láti máa cushion ẹ̀ so that 100,000 yẹn á lè yọ padà irú ìfẹ́ tí máa já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún yẹn nísìnyí tó bá yẹ pé àtidélẹ̀ lérí ni wọ́n ní gba ẹnìyàn ní kò ní sanwó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì for the next 1 year wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún wọn ò rí Kúnlé Poli yẹn rí ṣá kò rí tó ń sọ ẹ ládọ̀ ẹ ṣáwọn alágbára yẹn náà ni ẹ he's under Durex ó wà London I would love to interview him and tó bá ní contact ẹ but he will not definitely talk about Yoruba nation but I can interview him on another angle. Ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí àwọn ọmọ Tinubu ní tó bá ṣe fídíò yẹn tó bá padà wá sí Nàìjíríà apá ìdánù ni bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ ládọ̀dí yẹn. No permanent template to achieve freedom. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni anything la máa lo ẹ̀mọ́ wọn pè freedom ni. Tí yàrá náà fẹ́ ṣe passport kódà bí lànà náà wọ́n ṣe passport kí ni kàn mí à ń tẹ̀lé lọ nìyẹn gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ ní bíbá ìbí mi rí bàbá kí tó yìí èyí tẹ wà ní diaspora tẹ́yìn náà bá fi ẹ ra tíkẹ̀kẹ́ lọ́lé kẹlọ́ bá wọn kẹlọ́ jókòó tí wọn bí ìlànà bá náwọn support kí ìyá ẹ gba passport kí ni kàn mí a máa ṣe tìlànà lọ àtún ṣe tìyọ ní tìrì lọ everything goes ẹ mọ tó ń pè freedom ni ó dà pé gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Yes, we want everybody to connect with each other and talk about it and but táwọn wá náà fi gba passport àwọn platform kan wá ní àìtí ní di passport o ṣé passport ló kàn kí ni kàn mí pẹ̀lú yẹn. Can I ask a question? Ẹ bèrè question ṣé ẹ ti sọ mí di kí ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn can you ask you a question ṣé Daddy Shoki ni kí lórúkọ máa bọ̀bọ̀ tó máa ń ṣe ó ti popular gan nísìnyí o jẹ pé gan ti di bàbá influencer nísìnyí kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ náà tó máa ń dùn wọṣọ yẹn ask me a question kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ náà I like him ẹ mọ́ràn mi ló tó orúkọ ẹ̀ fóònù máa fi kú sọ jẹ́ ń lo máa láti lo power bank lé lórí ẹ má gbàgbé sùn lọ o ẹ̀yin lè máa drop ọmọ òdua o Mo gbọ́. Ó ṣì kù 10 minutes o. Ẹ má gbàgbé sùn lọ. Ṣé mi ni màá drop ẹ̀ ṣá? It's how it goes. Ó yẹ ti dẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Máa fọ́ láfíà sára. Kò easy. Àwọn ìyá wa ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun. Kọ́ tó jí láàárọ̀, kọ́ tó wẹ̀ fún ọmọ, kọ́ tó dáná, wọ́n ló ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Èmi gan dẹ̀ wọ́n ń ṣèwà lójú ìgbà tí bí ṣe wà báyìí nísìnyí. Kí n parí program yìí, kí n wọ kitchen, kí n wá àkọ́ní òkèlè tí mo lè jẹ láàárọ̀ yìí, kí n wá lọ sùn. Daddy ṣáàgì, okay ṣáàgì. Mo láyọ̀ bọ́ yẹn gan. Yẹn answer, yẹn ṣe lélẹ̀. So tàbí wọ́n béèrè question yẹn, ẹ béèrè ni. Ẹ jẹ́ n fi kíní ìsìnká lè máa fi charge ẹ̀. Ilé wa yá òkè mọ́ ní ilé. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kankan ní bàjẹ́ fún yẹn, àwọn ọlọ́ra power bank fún mi. Thank you so much. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní, ó ní ti iPhone, ó ní ti old one. Bọ̀ ẹ má bínú pé mò ń dá orí yín òrí ìgòrí ní tẹ́wà ní orí Koiki Odùduwà. At least a ṣe ìrìlò díẹ̀. Ó kọ́ ẹ pé ìdúró bó ṣe bá dúró dé ṣèdè wàhálà báyìí. Wàhálà ti ṣé o ti paná program yẹn ni? Lákúlé jàlá ilé. Kí ni mo ṣe nísìn? Ṣé ibo ti dá gbogbo ẹ̀ lóde? Yà. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Àpò ti paná. Anyway, wá lọ join lórí. What have I done now? Ṣé bí ṣe fi power bank sí ló disconnected? Ṣé o ti padà? Àbójú mi lórí bẹ́ẹ̀. Waiting for video signal. The broadcast is waiting for signal. It should resume shortly. Ó ti kú ní àbí? Ẹ jẹ́ àparí ètò. Àkó parí ẹ̀jà rẹ̀. All of my will need the other platform. I don't know what happened there. So, Abaromi reclaim. Okay, no, I titled me. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I think we lost the video. His name is Brother Shaggy. Yeah, I like it. I don't think I'm live anymore. Waiting for video signal to resume shortly. I don't know what happened there. All right. I'm just going to end that one anyway. So, all of my will to me. Why join the platform to back? Anyway, in terms of freedom will be fought from every part. I think Baba Leo and Roko is doing a great work. Oh yeah, everybody's doing a great work. Dr. Leo is doing a marvelous job with the breakdown. So, but definitely, my views will be different from his views. So, but we are all on the same. It is not 2 years. Yes, everybody saying to look at the what concern is. To buy a pay intimate only 2 years ago, the same. Ni màá ṣe máa sọ pé pé wọ́n ti sọ pé a máa pa Nàìjíríà from different àwọn kan ṣe join platform yìí tí n bá sọ pé a máa defend ara wa wọ́n ti ní kí n máa sọ pé a máa defend ara wa ni àwọn kan máa sọ pé a máa ṣe awareness ni ara ẹni èèyàn kan dẹ̀ máa sọ pé a máa ṣe passport ni so kí ló bá dínú yẹn we all do something that is good for our people that's all anyway ẹ yà parí broadcast ní jàre so a pàdé ní aago 6 nígbà tí Bishop Adesina bá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan ṣe o kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá Mrs. Onitiri shocked them yesterday okay she's just playing her own role just as a lot of us are playing our own role and as a media we will question, we will interrogate, which is what we've done yesterday. For those of you that had a bit of concern, if you go and watch that interview, she went back. Even some people were like, question time, they want your necessary vote. But that's the job of journalists. We ask questions, and then she was able to respond very good. So tomorrow she'll be again with Lady K. So, but for now, sleep okay. Please go and sleep about. You need to rebuild energy. I'll drop on Modu and listen. If I did my trial, that is soon there, Tabari soon. If not, I'll soon retrain. Anyway, thank you so much. All love from here. And Sheila song. Bye for now. Yeah, 6 o'clock nírọ̀lẹ́ ni máa padà wá lórí mo ní stream lórí Koikimedia because tí bá ń stream ẹ ní gbọ́n kan tí Bishop Adesina ń sọ so orí Star Radio lẹ́tí máa wo interview yẹn tí bá wá délé mo ṣe wá gbé sórí platform tiwa because tí bá ń stream ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn àjọ jókòó síbì kan náà so ẹ ní gbọ́n kan táwọn bá ń sọ ẹ máa gbọ́ èmi bọ́ ẹ ní gbọ́ àwọn ìyẹn just bá ṣe ṣe ti Ìyá Onítìrì so fẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ interview yẹn thank you so much bye for now.
Okay.